sound right, boy.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Welcome back, everybody, to the BENXT Dome on this muggy summer evening. In the UK, you're looking live at 16.3 trillion of the BENXT faithful here in attendance. Welcome to Ringside. I am Ben Potter alongside Danny DeVito and Barbara Piss. Hello, PlayStation Nation. Are you here?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
They are here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you are well. I hope you are surviving the latest bombardment of heat that has interrupted everything.
How are you? How was your day? It's Wednesday night and you know what that means. It's BENXT time. Ben Potter is best. Hope you're having an awesome day, my dude.
He's telling lies again. He's telling lies again. Stephen, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate you. And thank you for the well wishes as well. Obviously did a stream earlier over on the Worst Games Ever YouTube channel with Peter Austin where we were playing Rambo the video game. Still fucking awful, just in case anyone's wondering. Still bad. That VOD is now live over on the Worst Games Ever YouTube channel. But tonight, we turn our attention back to the wrestling. And I think we're concluding an episode of BENXT. We're starting with a championship match, and then we go straight into the main event of BENXT, which is also a championship match. More on that in just a moment. Welcome in, everybody who's just joining. A massive thank you to GY Goliath. I hope you're well. 15 months in a row. BENXT, 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 BENXT. Come on. Phil Hughes, 1998 as well. 9 months in a row. The thickness baby is crowning. It's a Barbara. Congratulations. They don't just give those away, you know. Pretty huge. I'm excited for you. Hoodlum Amnesium 50 stream streak. Thank you. I didn't do anything. I didn't get a 50 stream streak. I think you're telling lies. Twitch is saying that you did, so right to Rambo jail for you. There. Thank you. Jackalby Buddington 3 stream streak. Thank you so much. Cash in those stream streaks, everybody. You're going to get additional predicting power in the form of BENXT bucks. Make sure you get it in and use it. Pup Wheelie 95 stream streak. Thank you. Donak 80 stream streak. Here they come. The Jacobite 40 stream streak. I'm going to the opera in Verona in a couple of weekends' time. Yes, I'm aware of how wanky/swanky that sounds. And it's due to be 43 degrees. And there's a dress code that forbids shorts. Trousers in 43 degrees. Remember me for the man I was, not the puddle I became. Yeah, some knob who went to Verona to watch ballet. I'm joking. I hope you have a lovely time. I reckon you should wear some of those tearaway trousers. And as soon as you sit down, just rip them off. Sit in your pants. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Can you wear a skirt? Very valid question. Might work. Worth a try. Rat in Space, hello. Welcome in. Tonight, it's BENXT time. Tomorrow morning, it's Spider Pants time. We shuffled the streams around this week. I'll be live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And a reminder, very excitingly, that next Monday's Spider Pants stream, 11 a.m., will, fingers crossed, be on the front page of Twitch. Twitch have sent me an email saying you're going to the front page. Sounds like a threat, really. But it'll be good, hopefully. It'll be nice. So fingers crossed you can come along and hang out in the morning on Monday. I did say on last week's BENXT stream that I also had applied for a BENXT stream to go to the front page of Twitch in August. But it might be a one per channel kind of situation. It might also be the fact that they're still working through applications because the Spider-Pants stream is right at the start of the month and the BENXT slot I applied for is right at the end of the month. Who knows? I'll let you know. Either way, we should be happy. We should be happy. We're going to get Spider-Pants hopefully wide on the front page. And we need to document this moment as well. I'll put on my Spider-Man mask, make that wide. Spider pants, wide as well. All the wideness, basically. As thick as we can get it. Right. I think we should stop mucking about. And we should continue with the wrestling. Are you ready? Presenting Shauna's alternate attire. It sort of worked. This was requested to see Shauna in her plushy form with her tiny, tiny shorts and her top. Now, this was a little tricky, I must admit, because her bodysuit... Tearing down the fourth wall here, that's not her skin. Her bodysuit obviously constitutes a layer, and you cannot dictate yourself if you want an item of clothing to be above or below a certain layer. So I was switching between shirts, and some of them were going underneath the outer layer, some of them were going on top. This is the closest I could get. So here we go. We've got the shorts, and if we zoom in, we've sort of got eyelashes as well. I did my very best, and also with a drop shadow, she's got the earrings too. Now the earrings were impossible. The earrings would not work. So this is the best I can do. With a little drop shadow, she's sort of got earrings. Hopefully in motion that'll look like earrings. But certainly we now have plushy, accurate Shauna. We've got regular Shauna and we've got plushy, accurate Shauna. There we are. We've got ring attire. We got both. In fact, we could make that her entrance attire and then she wrestles in that. I don't know. Maybe we save this for pay-per-views. I don't bloody know. We can do whatever we flipping want. We can do whatever we want. You go crazy. You have such a fascinating job. You have no idea. You have no idea. It evades description. Understandably. Let's get out of here. There we go. Oh, we'll save that for universe mode as well. Brilliant. No, I do not want to upload that. This is for me. This is just for me. No one else can have this. Thank you very much. I said we were starting with a championship match, and I wasn't flipping lying. Please, may I... But yeah, okay, we're fine. Sometimes the game crashes there, but we got away with it. Brilliant. Somehow her taking off to fight naked instead of just starting off naked makes her seem more naked. It does, you're right. Cursed even, cursed. We're starting with the Aldi Red Thunder Championship Battle Royal. Last week, no, 2 weeks ago, someone in chat, hopefully you're here, you'll pop your head up again, wagered one BENXT buck behind Steven Seagal. And that was the only support that Steven Seagal had. And Steven went on to win the championship. Tonight, however, he has to defend his title against Pippa Funnel, Blast, Frank Ham, and Anna, and Sloane Spencer. Difficult task for this boy. Oh, sorry, this bird. We'll have to see if he can do it. Right, I need to take a photo. If you'd like, I'll introduce Ham. Ham will be introduced in just a second. He's just round the corner. Here we go. This is a motley fucking crew. That's putting it mildly. This is all sort of like the B tier characters, or C or D or E tier characters of the collective universes of workplaces past. Hey, but one of them's going to win a championship tonight, right? One of them is. Hello, BTJ. Hey there, Ben and everyone. Hell the fuck yes, BENXT AEW Day. Happy wrestling to you all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. I wish Frank Ham would just not. What are we going to do, eh? M7MD Punk. 15 stream streak. I believe it was you who wagered the single BENXT buck against this boy. Predictions are now live. Blink and you'll miss them icons. Here's the thing. I was just remembering the roster members that we haven't even seen wrestle yet, who have made it into the game. We've got what's he called? The one from that episode of Worst Games Ever with Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo's to fight. Gustav 2 or Gustav 3. He's on the roster. When he pops up, all of us are going to be saying, where the fuck did he come from? Who's that guy? And then hopefully we'll remember. Not a problem at all, Gemesis. Worst Games Ever was fun. Sorry you had to miss it. You can go back and catch up on the VOD. It's fine. It's not a problem. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're ready for some wrestling. Right. I've got my running order for music. The predictions are live. You've got roughly half the time remaining. Steven Seagal is the significant front runner this time. You fickle bunch. You're a fickle lot, aren't you? Too good for him a couple of weeks ago. And now look, you all buying the collectible Steven Seagal ice creams or something. Can you collect ice creams? Probably not. Anyway, no one told that to Steven Seagal. He's released a series of collectible ice creams. Right, let's get this thing going. Get the wrestlers out. Get them out here. It is a difficult match to win.
The following is scheduled for
1 4.
The All-Star Ring Total Championship.
Woo! 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 And here he is, the champion. Oh, he's hamming it up a bit.
Introducing the champion, representing the fabulous Freebirds
From
Moscow, Russia.
yeah.
Weighing in at
Boo!
4
Boo!
the All-Star Ring Total Champion,
Stephen Birdman. This is Stephen's second reign with the Aldi Red Thunder title. You shouldn't have doubted him. You should never have doubted him. Because he's going to prove you all wrong again. Samantha Shaw, 120 stream streak. Thank you, 120 streams. Lots of streams to watch. I appreciate it. Thank you. And now, his first challenger. If anyone's getting flashbacks to the 96 present stream, it's because we put this on a loop for like 3 hours. I'm so sorry.
And introducing the challenger from Kingsland, England, the host, Piper Fenwick.
Piper Fenwick. Close enough. Pippa Funnel is basically the same thing, isn't it? Here comes Piper Fenwick, looking to capture her second Aldi Red Thunder title. If successful, she's brought a bag with someone else's name on it. Pretty embarrassing. Never mind. Lord Brotovich, 75 stream streak. Thank you, Ben. Could you introduce me to Ham, please? In just a moment. It would be my pleasure to introduce Ham. Thank you for teaching me all about John Warcrime's Rambo this afternoon. You're so welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for coming along. Next opponent is, of course, Blast. Hi, gang. Blast here. He's so cool. Where's my spreadsheet gone? Tell me about Blast. Blast has not won anything. Blast would like to win something. Will Blast be the winner? We'll find out in just a moment.
Weighing in at 193 pounds.
Thank you, Trailing Badger. Prediction stats: Steven Seagal 24%, Pippa Funnel 22, Blast 14, Frank Ham 10, and Anna 14, and Sloane Spencer 17%. Feels a bit iffy talking about my own music this way, but it's one of my favourite themes. If we were going to go mad listening to any of them, this was a good one, talking about the Pippa Funnel thing. It is a great one, Ben. All of your music's brilliant, though. To be fair, it would be difficult to choose. If you'd like, I'll introduce Ham.
And introducing the challenger from Authority Megacorp HQ. Weighing in at
Authority
100
Megacorp HQ. Here comes Frank Ham. We're going to watch him attempt to get into the ring. As per. G-Man, thank you so much. Welcome, Ben and chat. Ready for another round of BENXT goodness. The best part of the week by far. Thank you so much. My phone's gone to sleep, G-Man. I've lost my running order. Who told you to go to sleep? Not me. Stay awake. There he is. He's in. He's made it. Normal man Frank Ham is here. Also chasing his first title. And out next is a woman who needs no introduction, by which I mean needs all of the context. This is, of course, and Anna representing the Poke students. We played Pokemon Scorched Silver. They had a tag team, Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve. And after I beat them, they gave me their phone number. I gave it a ring. And who answered? It was Anna. Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve and Anna, and here she is. Jesus! Well, there's the production budget. And she's marching down with purpose and intent. This is, I believe, and Anna's first opportunity at a title since joining the roster. Technically, she's a manager, but she is also part of the roster. She was called forth by the wheel that we spunned at the conclusion of last week's stream, which, of course, set out this field of competitors. Now, though, it's time for the final entrant in this match. Here we go. Listen out for the spooky dog barking. And this is a former Aldi Red Thunder champion in her own right. Bloody hell! We don't have insurance for throwing strange green rocks at the floor. There it is, there's the spooky dog. We really should finish this game. I deleted it. And from what I understand, that means it's gone forever. No, we should. I just need to find a guide that will tell me what to do. I'm too stupid. Are you smarter than a 10-year-old? No, is the answer. I also don't have the patience or the energy to be mucked about by a kid's game, alright? Stop mucking me about, yeah? Sloane Spencer, former Aldi Red Thunder champion, looking to capture her second title as well. 24-hour, no guide stream, front page of Twitch. Sounds awful. Watch for the splat. There it is. Usual battle royal rules apply, of course. You eliminate members of this match by throwing them over the top rope, both feet touching the floor. Last person standing is the Aldi Red Thunder champion. Blast taking it to the Aldi Red Thunder champion. Steven Seagull in the background. Sloane Spencer took down Ham. Oh! And the champion gets out of the way of that elbow drop from Blast and drops a knee across the face of... Hi, gang. Blast here. Oh, and look at the moonsault there, but knees brought handily up just in time by Pippa Funnel, or and Anna, whichever of the two it was. I think it was Pippa who was doing the moonsault there, and Frank Ham's on the receiving end of an elimination attempt. Uh-oh! Ooh, Pippa nearly went. Early elimination attempt there by the champ, but Pippa Funnel evaded, and in the background you can see Blast trying to get rid of and Anna, and Anna's gone straight over. A short night at the office for and Anna, the most complicated member of this match to explain the backstory of, mercifully has gone. And now it's Sloane Spencer, the former Aldi Red Thunder champion, who's being assisted by the current champion. Oh, she's hanging on, but she could well be kicked off here. We've got a terrible view of it. Oh no, it looks like Sloane has managed to escape. As Blast, catches Frank Ham with a backflip kick there, and the champ going for an elimination on Pippa Funnel, who looks like she may not be long for this match, but she clings on as well. Blast sent across the ring by Sloane Spencer. And Pippa Funnel, again these two team up to try and eliminate Pippa, but a counter. And it wasn't those two who teamed up last time. I've done a lie there, got a bit confused. It was Sloane Spencer who was on the receiving end of an elimination attempt. Oh no, she's gone! No second championship in Sloane Spencer's future. They are falling thick and fast here. Blast. Oh no, there goes Ham. Bloody hell. The champion is still in this match. We're down to 3 though already. Steven Seagull, Pippa Funnel, Blast. Steven Seagull drops Pippa and in comes Blast. Counter by the champion. And Steven Seagull grabs Blast now. Blast sent off the rope. Steven misses. They collide in the center of the ring. Somewhere backstage, a BENXT producer has their head in their hands saying, bloody hell, guys, come on. And Steven Seagull looking to fly. Oh, knee drop right across the face of Blast. Oh, and he takes out Pippa Funnel. Immediately afterwards, the champion, eyes in the back of his head, or rather side of his head, I suppose. He is a bird. Going to the tum-tum DDT from Pippa Funnel. There was some vinegar on that. Bit of mustard on that one. And Pippa turns her attention to Blast now. Grabs him by the ear, it looks like, in a big right hand from Pippa Funnel. And she... oh no, she wasn't done. Standing moonsault, beautifully executed. Champion there, connecting with several chops. Kick to the tum-tum. And a left hand. Jawbreaker. And down goes Pippa Funnel, the crowd booing, realising that potentially Steven Seagull may be closing in on a retention here in this match. As he ties up Pippa Funnel in a figure 4 leg lock, but Pippa's able to escape. Blast now looking to finish what... Oh, Steven Seagull started, but Steven from behind, the running bulldog to Blast, and Pippa Funnel's just there, laying in wait. Steven Seagull does have a finisher, of course, in a Battle Royal scenario. He could use that finisher to get an instant elimination. Oh, in fact, no, he used it there. Apparently his finisher was a running forearm. That's shit. Got the job done, though. Blast is gone. We are down to 2. Is it Steven Seagull? Or is it Pippa Funnel? Will Steven Seagull retain? Or will Pippa Funnel become a 2-time Aldi Red Thunder champion? Pippa in full control of the champ here. Oh, but a counter from Steven Seagull. Dangerously close to the ropes here. Pippa Funnel, though, is sent over that top one, and Steven Seagull not quite able to close the distance in time. Pippa Funnel got her feet up, able to counter that one. That was surely going to be the end. But Steven with another counter, and now looking to put Pippa Funnel on the ropes. It could be as simple as a clothesline, but Pippa battles out of it. Now going back to Steven Seagull. Steven bounces off the rope. Pippa jumps over, ducks under, back elbow. G-Man 10 stream streak, thank you. Didn't notice this back on route to my old 60+ streak. Ben is best. You're a liar. You're so close to being banned. Thank you very much. Pippa Funnel still in control of the champion who is down. And Pippa does have a finisher. If she's able to get Steven Seagull on the ropes or in the corner, it is a guaranteed win if she uses it. And I think she's going to do it. I believe we are... Look at them. Oh no, Steven Seagull with the counter. And he hits her with that running elbow. Oh, absolute disaster for Pippa Funnel here. This was a guaranteed championship win for her. But now Steven Seagull just needs to chuck her over the top rope. And he's retained it. Steven Seagull, against all the odds there, right at the end, has managed to go the distance. Pippa Funnel perhaps getting a bit too cute with it there, hoisting the champion above her head. Showed impressive power, but unfortunately for her, Steven had the wherewithal to fight out of it. And this is where it happened, just a poke of the eye. Steven connecting with that running forearm, devastating. And there goes Pippa. A big win for Steven Seagull, who continues to defy expectations in this Aldi Red Thunder Championship match. He's bloody done it. Vladimir Putin made sure his boy won. I'm hearing suggestions that maybe there was some sort of threat left in the changing room of Pippa Funnel, which could go some way to explain how that happened there. Regardless, we have a retention. Congratulations to Steven Seagull for managing to keep hold of his title. Amateur Gaming 96, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Lovely stuff. Hope you're doing well, Ben and Thickness. Doing okay, thank you. I have got a fan on the other side of my desk, which is very handily pointing at the monitors. So I'm not really feeling any benefit, but it's sort of psychosomatic. I feel I'm happy it's there, so that's good. Hopefully it will do something at some point. Who knows? Who bloody knows? Anyway, it is main event time, everybody. EE Tim, for the first time in a good while, is actually going to have to do some work and defend his championship against Senior Joe. Now, I don't know where this has come from, but you never know what's going to happen in these title matches. And Senior Joe could capture... I don't believe he's actually won a single championship. Still.
Good evening, you gorgeous people. Hope you're all staying hydrated and aren't feeling too sweaty and disgusting.
Jesus Life, thank you for the bits. That's very kind of you. Hope you're well. Hope you're surviving in the heat too. Welcome in. Just in time for our main event. EE Tim, 2-time BENXT champion, 1-time wide champion, 2-time Aldi Red Thunder champion, goes up against Senior Joe, who has not won a single championship during his tenure on this or indeed any other roster. Tim's basically been undefeated for weeks now.
Ben Potter, commentator of the year.
Stephen, you know that's just Ben Potter is best with extra steps, all right? You're still on thin ice there, bucko. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. So there's a chance that this is Tim's first real test. Now, of course, his Pevolution family members probably won't be too far away, but the BENXT Bucks predictions at the top of the screen tell the story. We know what Tim is capable of, but we've seen upsets before, and tonight could be one of them. Main event time as Senior Joe challenges EE Tim for the BENXT World Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Men's Championship.
Genesis, I swear to God, thin ice, thin ice. And I'm not normal. At best, at beat me. Drastic go down. And he's not even going to try. And predictably, this promo is actually too long for Samoa Joe's entrance, but he's here and we must now get to the champion. I'm so sorry. Scott Steiner, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to cut you off there. There we go. And now here comes our champion. The cleaner. Caught up on the VOD from last week and saw you laughing at me for leaving when I got my one and only prediction correct. Yeah, last week. So I will say that Ben is not best. Good, fine. Somebody with the spine to say it. You know, I don't need placating. Tell me I'm rubbish. Please don't. I'll probably cry later when you don't see it. EE Tim on a spectacular run of form. He's destroyed people in one-on-one matches. He's destroyed people in triple threat matches. But tonight, he actually has to defend his championship. Sort of out of nowhere. Learn to clean a toilet. He doesn't hear you. Your words bounce off him because he is the world champion. He is the leader of Evolution. He is the bathroom bully. The unhygienic one. EE Tim. And watch out, he's going to bloody shoot us all. He's going to bloody shoot us all. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, he had a sparkler in that one. That's a very special and very weird kind of bullet. BENXT! BENXT! BENXT Men's Championship on the line tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Joe!
And his opponent from Stillwater, weighing in at 228 pounds, the NXT Men's Champion,
E.E. Tim. FKA, front page, Timmy Two Belts. The most decorated man in BENXT. Perhaps the most decorated member of the male roster across all of our brands. Defending his title tonight. Remember, he can't become a 3-time champion without first losing it. Although I'm sure he would love to extend his reign. However bloody long he's had it, it's been quite a while. There is the title, held aloft by the referee for this match. And Joe is ready. Tim adjusting his gloves. They're covered in God knows what. And we're underway. And Tim manages to lock up first. Oh, but Joe showcasing his power. And Tim showcasing his agility. Sidestepping Senior Joe and the two jockeying for position. This time it's Tim who backs Joe up into the corner. Referee will try and separate them. Oh, but a cheap shot from the champion. And Tim's been warned there. And Joe will now make him pay with that metallic arm. Counter from Tim. Tim sends Joe into the corner. Ducks down. Leaps over. Joe coming back. Drop kick. Takes down the challenger. And Tim looking to follow immediately back up with some more offense. Beckoning for Joe to get back to his feet. Grabs a hold. Joe being marched over to the ropes. Placed delicately there. Oh, but a counter from Joe. Managed to get an elbow up. Tim blocks the metallic arm of Joe. And connects with a series of strikes here in a forearm. Drops the challenger as Tim goes up to the second rope and beckons for Joe to stand up yet again. Oh, but Joe, much like his real-life counterpart, just shrugs and walks away as Tim crashes to the canvas and eats a knee for his trouble. Joe, first cover of the match. Referee slides all the way around the ring to count that. And Tim gets out the way, and Tim looking to press the advantage now. Joe up on his shoulders, but the metallic arm being driven into the neck of Tim. And Tim rocked now by the challenger. I don't know what Joe's doing here. Oh, maybe some sort of... Oh, okay, he's got him. Back to belly suplex and then floats over. Joe showcasing some of his power again. Please let this not end with a count out. Joe running all the way around. Tim is there. Joe ducks behind, grabs a hold. Uh-oh, maybe looking for a T-bone suplex here. Face first goes Tim. Absolutely no way for Tim to protect himself there. Crashing down face and head first as Joe misses with the elbow. Tim back to his feet. Referee at a count of 4 now. We need to get in. Leaping headbutt. Tim perhaps not realizing. Maybe he doesn't understand numbers. Counter from Joe. Maybe Joe doesn't understand numbers. 6 now. Still not in the ring. Tim's going to be the one to send Joe back in, and he will follow in afterwards. And Tim goes to the top rope. Splash from Tim. And it's going to be Tim who reaches his signature first. And he backs Joe all the way up into the corner. Tim looking for a full run-up. No, he walks back across, taking way too long here, giving Joe far too long to recover. Spins him round. And then just ties up one of the legs and goes after the hamstring of Joe. And he will sit down after that one. Squish and Tank, welcome. Glad you could join us. Tim showing his power. Oh, look at that. Just manhandling a much larger competitor there. Tim to the middle rope again, looking to call for something here. Both Tim and Joe have their signature maneuvers ready to go. Oh, Joe got out the way, but he didn't get far enough out of the way. Glancing blow, and down goes Tim to the outside. Joe, what is he thinking now? Perhaps gesturing that he doesn't want this thing to go on too much longer. Joe. Single leg crab. Oh no, just driving the heel. of Tim into the floor on the outside there. Referee starting her count once again. Oh, and the champion sent ribs first into the steps. Now, this is a precarious position for them to be in because neither man is easily able to navigate their way back into the ring from here because there are stairs in the way. Could they go up the stairs? Yes, of course they could. But will they? No, probably not. Oh, my goodness me. Joe locking in these suplexes. Straight jacket German suplex. Referee up to a count of 7. Please, God, let this not end in a count out. Joe needs to get Tim back in the ring. He sent Tim. Oh, God. I think Tim might be about to lose this one unless Joe gets out the ring right now. Referee begging for Tim to get in. Joe is a chuffing moron. He's celebrating like he's won, but he's not won the championship. Joe, you idiot. Joe wins via count out, but championships do not change hands. A win is a win, though. Per the predictions. The predictions will pay out in the favour of the underdog here, but I'd hardly argue that is the win that Joe wants. Or indeed one that's necessarily going to affect EE Tim's momentum all that much. Look at him. Joe's like, yeah! Did it! What a rubbish main event. Not a single signature or finisher. Fuck's sake, guys. Why'd you look so happy? Yeah! Senior Joe's just thinking, I beat the world champion, so I'm the best, right? What a bloody moron. Well, Senior Joe will go down in the history books as the winner of that match, but again, because it was via countout, the championship has not changed hands, and EE Tim will remain champion. They need a rematch. They need to do a Falls Count Anywhere match to settle this. This week's patch notes fixed an issue where matches would sometimes not end via countout. Well, a pretty tragic end to BENXT there, but we continue because now it's time for Pip Down. And let's see what we are given by the computer, shall we? There was definitely a patch that fucked this, right? I mean, was it last week? It was 2 weeks ago. We had like 3 countout matches end via countout. And in the first one that happened, I made the stupid mistake of saying, nah, like I don't think, like we haven't had a countout like victory or countout loss in ages. I think they've fixed that. And then it's happened every single bloody week. Man, this really messes with my spreadsheet. The Drinks Fairy there. I don't know how you can account for a... Yeah, it was a championship match that Joe won, but he didn't win the title. Yeah, that's going to be a complicated bit of formula there. What are you going to do? Can Google Sheets cope with that? Probably not. It's going to be properly confused. Right, let's move on. Let's see what Pip Down does. Wow. The Pip Down world champion Simon Miller with Leon Kennedy in his corner takes on Danny DeVito. Then Pippa the Cat with Pippa's house in her corner takes on Miley Fanny Fan. Dr. Hill goes one-on-one with Daronk. The Pufferfish and Jake Conway do battle. And in the main event, Jill Sandwich and Here Comes the Babs go one-on-one. I think this is sadly the candidate here to be cut of this one. So that'll have to go. But we do get to spin the wheel. Cut the sandwich. You would say that, Lord Brotovich. You would say that. Cut pufferfish. No, not pufferfish. Anything but the pufferfish. Listen, the pufferfish might be called by the wheel. You never know. So this will be our tables match for the Little Kong Strong Championship. How long will it take him to find it? This week he's found it. He's got it. Current Little Kong Strong Champion is, of course, as we all know, it is, as we all know, is it still Silas the Dog Boy? Silas retained, didn't he? Yeah, so Silas the Dog Boy is still Little Kong Strong Champion, which means that we get to, bow tie on, we get to hear the Dark Picture Pals theme twice this week. Pretty exciting. Wheel, wheel, wheel. 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 Where is it? Wheel. Here we go. Oh, you're fucking joking. You've already got a bloody match. Spin again. That would have been amazing, though. Would have had to have listened to it twice. Oh, thank God. It's not the other one. He who shall not be named. Wretched Gollum. I don't want to see him. No! Why did I look at him anyway? Jeff Keighley is in. Jeff Keighley is in. Spin again. Oh, Matthew Mattick's so close. Do we count Leon PS1 Kennedy? He's not in a match, but he is accompanying someone to ringside. I think we give him a pass. It's not the same. He's not wrestling. Leon PS1 Kennedy called by the wheel. 2 slots remain. Eggs Budden. Whoa! And the final slot goes to... One of them got in the match. It's not Pufferfish, I'm afraid. But, you know. One of them got in there. Jake Conway, called by the wheel. And that is your field for the Little Kong Strong Championship match coming later tonight. Save that. So we start things off with Simon Miller versus Danny DeVito, the newly minted Pip-Down, undisputed Pip-Down world champion Simon Miller. And for some reason, Leon Kennedy is there too. This is seemingly part of a rivalry. It's certainly not one that I'm familiar with, so it might be one that the game has put together itself. So, we'll have to see how this plays out. I don't know who's in the rivalry. Presumably Simon Miller is, as the champion. Hashtag we want Mattix. I know. Matthew Mattick's so close to being selected, but not quite. Not quite. Right, music queued up. Let's do it. Predictions live. Thank you, mods.
Why?
There he is, the new champion, and doesn't it look good on him?
It's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Leon, the player, Kennedy. From London, England, weighing in at 225 pounds, the undisputed SmackDown Men's Champion, Simon Miller.
Simon Miller won the undisputed Pip-Down Men's Championship at Billy in the Bank from Piss Jericho. This is his first match since then. Championship not on the line, but certainly the first true test of this champion. Let's get his opponent out here.
From New Jersey, weighing in at 176 pounds,
Trash Man, Danny DeVito. Big opportunity for him. Imagine if he manages to pin the champion tonight. What would that mean for his standings in the rankings? 5 seconds left on the predictions. Simon Miller, odds-on favourite, with 60% of the BENXT bucks wagered behind him. But don't count out the Trash Man. Jesus. You trying to kill him? Danny ready to go. And here we are. Limbering up. And the referee signals for the start of this match. And immediately Simon Miller connects with a leaping knee strike. Danny DeVito down. Look at Simon Miller go. Game plan immediately into the cover. Referee there. Only a 1 count though. Why? Because you've not hurt him enough yet, Simon. Big kick to the mush of Danny DeVito, who rolls out of the way. And Danny connects with a right hand, then grabs Simon Miller, sends him into the corner. And Leon jumps up on the apron and then gets down again. Oh, and a big spinning back fist from Simon Miller. What's he looking for here? Oh, step up enziguri from Danny DeVito. Danny leaps over. Look at the distance he got on that. The slingshot sent on from Danny DeVito. Simon Miller still down. Connects with a kick. And Miller back in control. Someone in the crowd having a great time here tonight, though. Kick from Simon. Another strike. Grabs from behind. Oh, German suplex with the release, but Danny DeVito manages to flip through and connect with a strike of his own. Countered by Miller, who punches him in the face. Simon sends Danny into the ropes, ducks under. Will he leap over? He bloody will. Oh, that sounded like it connected a bit stiff there. The right hand from Miller to the tum-tum of DeVito. Danny back up. Oh, but he ducks under, grabs a foot, and down goes the champ. And Doomsday Saito suplex from Danny DeVito. And what's Danny looking to do here? Showcase his power, running power slam, and down goes Miller into the cover. Two, not quite two. Not quite two. I want to see Miller get serious about this, don't we all? Danny DeVito, the first man to his signature maneuver. And there's Leon, who again hops up and then jumps down. Up and down goes DeVito. Goes Miller, sorry, courtesy of DeVito. DeVito rolls out. Gets back in, kip up from Simon Miller. He sacrifices some of his signature bar to do it. And it looks like it's paid off as he has Danny DeVito right where he wants him. Will he leap over? God, he loves leaping over. Straight up, knee strike, kick to the back of the head. Down goes Danny. Miller springboard moonsault. Referee doesn't even know where to look. Jogging on the spot is Miller, the champion. Knee strike sends Danny DeVito back a bit, and now these two are just going to smack the piss out of each other there. Ben, are you excited for the new Poke Pack? Always excited for the new Poke Pack. I think I will probably do a little bonus stream on Friday morning just to open the new pack. If you guys want to come along, it won't be for long. Super casual. But I'll post about that soon. Oh, and there it is. Simon Miller getting the best of that exchange. Miller now has a signature and a finisher. Could be going for the Miller hammer here. He's got Danny DeVito up. And a twist with all that torque into the cover. Is this the end of Danny DeVito's night? That's going to do it. Dead simple. Simon Miller puts down Danny DeVito. And here comes Leon coming in to celebrate with him. I don't know why these two have such a budding friendship, but that's nice. Apparently they're friends now. Simon Miller up to the middle rope. Celebrate. Leon Kennedy, his best friend, seemingly, in his corner. And that's it. That's it. No betrayal. If that was a rivalry, that was a very nice rivalry. Perhaps it's a rivalry to determine who can be the best friend, the most considerate friend, you know? Maybe it's that. Up next, Pippa the Cat, the Butterfield Championship title champion, in action against Fanny. And Pippa, for perhaps the first time, has brought her family with her. Legally Different Ben Potter and, of course, the Drinks Fairy. We're flying through the matches so far. Let's keep this pace going. Pippa in action now. And predictions are live.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, the cruiserweights and heavyweights and light heavyweights fighting champion, Piper the Cat.
Pippa the Cat's tail's having a bit of a physics freak out there, but there you see, much like Simon Miller is the newly minted undisputed Pip Down world champion, Pippa the Cat the newly minted Butterfield champion. Put down her arch rival Gollum at Billy in the Bank and is currently enjoying her first reign with this title. And isn't it lovely that she's brought her parents along to watch from ringside? But now, It's time for Fanny. Fanny, Fanny, Fanny. Fanny been on a bit of a losing streak recently. But she's here. Could she perhaps have drawn a slightly more beatable opponent here? Possibly. But hey, stranger things have happened. Fanny versus Pippa. First time ever matchup. On Pip down. Legally different Ben Potter. Cheering, trying to get the crowd on side for Pippa the Cat. Drinks Ferry there as well. Pippa the Cat apparently has already sustained some damage, and we are going to have to keep dismissing this cash-in thing. We do not want that. Thank you. Pippa. Looking for some springboard offense. Wow, look at that. Managed to connect with that beautifully into a bulldog. And Fanny might actually be dead already. She might just be dead. Oh, Pippa the Cat with a spear. Right off the bat. Look at that. Wasting no time at all. Just cut Fanny in half. And Pippa the Cat has, again, for some reason, already got a yellow stomach. Stomach. And I don't really know what that's about. Pippa grabs a hold of Fanny. Jostles. Fanny set back to the ropes. Pippa grabbing Fanny again and sends Fanny backwards again. Pippa winning this test of strength multiple times. And the third time goes for some joint manipulation instead, bending the arm back and Fanny down to a knee. And continues to work on the arm and the shoulder and the elbow. And Pippa steps through, arm drag, and Fanny goes flying. And Pippa showing no signs of stopping here, but Fanny able to hop from behind, forearm to the back of the Butterfield champion, but a counter again from Pippa, who leaps up, and look at that tornado DDT. Absolutely wipes Fanny out. Steps on the tum-tum, and there's the moonsault. And Fanny's stunned already. Pippa's got a finisher. This thing could be over very, very, very quickly indeed. Pippa sending Fanny face first into the corner. What is Pippa looking to do? Probably something absolutely ridiculous. Grabs a handful of hair up to the top rope. Goes Pippa. Not like this. Oh, God. The Pippa Destroyer. The Super Pippa Destroyer. And just as quickly as this match started, Pippa's destroyed Fanny. Bloody hell. Who has Fanny pissed off backstage? That thing was so cut and dry. Very, very straightforward night at the office for Pippa the Cat. I don't think Fanny got any offense in that match at all. It's all Pippa, all the way. Pippa didn't need the family. Typical cat. What a move from Pippa, though. I think we're worried about maybe Pippa being injured, but I think Fanny might need some time off after this. How on earth do you take that move without seriously injuring yourself?
Here is your winner.
Incredibly one-sided. And her family's there to celebrate with her. The Butterfield champion. Drinks Ferry's going to soak in some adulation. A little self-centered, but that's fine. You know, needs must. Needs must in the moment. Dr. Goblin, thank you so much for that stream streak. 125 streams. Trying to cram in as much BENXT as I can before I have to start to do a radio interview with my band. Hope that goes well. And have one of our new songs showcased. We'll pop Spotify links in the Discord post-interview of the songs. That's so cool. Hope it goes really well. And thank you for popping along as well. Appreciate it. Dr. Hill versus Duronk. Why are they fighting? Why is anyone fighting? That's the question. Why is anyone fighting? Regardless, Dr. Hill tonight going into battle on his own against Duronk. Both of these competitors have family members waiting in the wings. We could see some interference. It's difficult to say, but predictions are now live. Will it be dark pictures on the wall? Or will it be Las Pokémonas, who's come out on top in this one? Let's find out. We're just absolutely flying through this show, aren't we? Can't even catch my bloody breath. Ma, ma. It's a great crow impression, all right?
Do I have time, or is it too late?
Here comes Dr. Hill with the haunted collar again. We'll be returning to Dr. Hill before too long on Tuesday evenings. Closing in on the end of Dead Space. Oh god, that lingers way too long. Way too long are we lingering on Dr. Hill's face there. Nearly through Dead Space, then we'll be back in the library with the next Dark Pictures title.
Do I have time, or is it too late?
God, he just summoned some sparklers. Crazy. Who's he staring at? Who's he staring at? He might be about to kill the timekeeper there. Dr. Hill, ready for action. And he's taking on a former tag team champion. God, I'm getting really warm. I'm getting so warm. It's because Duronk's here and I'm in awe. Da 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 da.
And his opponent, representing the Monsters from Tokyo, Japan,
Duronk, former Pip Down Tag Team Champion. Of course, Dr. Hill, former BENXT Tag Team Champion, former Aldi Red Thunder Champion. He and Silas the Dog Boy did have a go at the Pip Down Tag Team titles. Sadly, they were unsuccessful in their attempt to dethrone P-Volution. On that note, fictional Ben Potter and very real Peter Austin won an incredibly hard-fought tag team victory over the tag team champions last week on stream. It wasn't for the title though. Duronk and Dr. Hill. 1-on-1. And we're away. Big right hand from Dr. Hill. What's he doing there? On a big kick to the tum-tum from Duronk, who's backing Dr. Hill up into the corner. Referee will separate. Referee failed to separate, actually. Oh, but it's Dr. Hill who takes the cheap shot, the easy way out. Misses with that strike, though, and bundled up by Duronk, who appears to be floating, actually. Turned into a different pinfall, and they kick out. These two spinning one another out in this early process. Oh, springboard coffin drop doesn't find anyone. And a big clubbing blow from Duronk. Duronk up to the second rope. What could she be looking for? A massive splash, and I think I saw a few teeth fly out of the mouth of Dr. Hill. Duronk definitely has the power advantage here. And sent over the top rope. Right hand from Duronk, and another one, but a counter from Dr. Hill. And Dr. Hill counters. Duronk goes over the top rope this time. And I feel like Dr. Hill may be looking to Oh, the fan fairy has brought me a fan. Hopefully that doesn't pick up on the microphone too much, but it will, fingers crossed, keep me a little bit cooler. Dr. Hill sends Duronk back into the ring. And he's feeling confident. Oh, and a little kiss too. You don't normally see that from Dr. Hill. Springboard crossbody, down goes Duronk. Dr. Hill, the closest of the two so far in inching towards their signature maneuver. Now, apparently this is a rivalry match, I think, and I'm not really sure why. And Dr. Hill locking both of those arms. We sometimes see Dick Mychinko doing this. It's brutal. Dr. Hill drops Duronk again. Up to the top rope. What could Dr. Hill be hoping for? Duronk firmly in the landing zone. Oh, but a beautiful counter from Duronk in midair, turned into a power slam. And now things have swung back the other way. Duronk looking to press the advantage. Big right hand and a chop and a knee strike and then a DDT. Into the cover, referee right there. Just a 2 count though. Dr. Hill does have his signature now though. Duronk back to her feet. Dr. Hill perhaps looking to go old school here. Dr. Hill up on top of that rope. Look at the balance and then drops Duronk. Dr. Hill falls straight into the cover. This could be it. Not quite. Duronk still has some gas in the tank and Dr. Hill's starting to feel a bit frustrated, but he does have that finisher. Oh, into that submission maneuver, Hell's Gate. Locking up the blood flow to the head of Duronk, but Duronk is able to power out of it. But how much was taken out of Duronk there? Duronk's taken an awful lot of damage. Over onto the ropes now. Dr. Hill, what could he be looking to do? Big chop. Bends the leg around, going to work on those joints. And Dr. Hill, I believe... Oh, big uppercut doesn't find its mark as Duronk manages to sneak behind. Oh, and a little cheeky punch to the face. And what? Oh! Has he got some mist on his hand? Did he just spit poison mist on his hand? What on earth was that? Oh, and down goes Duronk. Dr. Hill pulling out all the tricks in his playbook. I don't really know what he was doing there. He spat red mist onto his hand. I don't know what that is. Duronk got the feet up. And now these two are going to start punching each other again. Big slap from Dr. Hill. Huge slap, huge. Who's coming out of this one? It was Aldi Red Thunder. Famously red, yes. It was. You're correct. Big chop from Dr. Hill. And another one from Duronk. Who's going to come out on top in this exchange? Another right from Duronk. Oh, and here we go. It's breaking down. Neither willing to give any quarter in this one. Oh, but it's Duronk who connects first. Oh, but a counter from Dr. Hill who just stole Duronk's signature. Dr. Hill then went for the stolen signature, which was countered immediately by Duronk. Running power slam from Duronk. What an exchange from these two. Both of them do have a finisher, and I think it's going to be first to the finish, quite literally. Who can hit their finisher first? Dr. Hill. Oh, God, look at these hockey punches to the tum-tum. Oh, but Dr. Hill went for the finisher and missed. And now Duronk has Dr. Hill exactly where she wants him. Duronk with a signature and 2 finishers. Dr. Hill went for his, but it was countered, and now he has absolutely nothing. And he's stunned as well. And surely it's only a matter of time before Duronk is able to pull the trigger on this match. Duronk has Dr. Hill up. Oh, and down he goes. Oh, that's a rope break. Oh, Duronk's got to be furious with that. Duronk now has 3 finishers. 3 of them. Only a matter of time. Dr. Hill very much on borrowed time here, but Durunk needs to take the advantage because if she takes too long, she's going to fall victim to more of Dr. Hill's... Oh God, what's he doing? He's gone mad. He's gone reet bonkers, as they say in the Northeast. They don't say that. Dr. Hill desperately doing all of his taunts just in case it works. He slides out right next to Durunk, decides he doesn't want to wait. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness me. A very inventive DDT there from Durunk, who picks, Dr. Hill up. And here comes the finishing touch, a massive clothesline, but he's outside the ring. That was Durunk's finishing maneuver. But she's left Dr. Hill outside of the ring. Not quite enough time, I think, for Dr. Hill to be counted out, but certainly Dr. Hill is banged to rights there for Durunk to pin him. He's very lucky. Very lucky she didn't put him back in the ring. Now he's in, but he is awake. Oh, hang on a second. What could be happening now? Oh, no, what? Hang on. I believe that was one of BB and Tina? And Dr. Hill with the roll-up. What's the game doing? I'm so confused. Not quite. Not quite via roll-up. That distraction, though, did give Dr. Hill a finisher. So at least he's got something he can pull off. Durunk manages to just body Dr. Hill. I could have sworn that was going to be Silas, but I think that was one of BB and Tina. Degeneration Hex there, who didn't show up. How very confusing is that? Oh, DDT from Dr. Hill, who manages to escape. And Dr. Hill, perhaps finally closing in. Going to go for his finisher here. Scoops up Durunk. Tombstone pile driver. Gets absolutely all of it. If this isn't a rope break, then what the hell are we doing here? Somehow it's not. Dr. Hill, full tongue extension. And Durunk has been defeated. Took too long. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, hang on. Dr. Hill was going for more damage after the fight. But Durunk... Oh, and here's Silas. Oh, and here comes Randy honking. What's happening? What's going on? I don't understand. Wow, what a dangerous and strange alliance that is. Can't say I fully understand it, but the headline is that Durunk has lost and was just beaten up by one half of the tag team champions as well. What on earth happened there? Why? Why was Randy honking there too? Did they need 3 people for that cutscene? Maybe that's what it is. It's like, shit, just draft someone in. Randy, sure. He's famously not friends with the Dark Picture Pals. Weird. Very weird. The Dark Piss Pals, the Dark Pisture Pals, the Dark Peaches Alliance. How utterly bizarre is that? Anyway, Dr. Hill did end up winning. Durunk really looked like she had it won for a time there, but couldn't get the job done. Regardless, we move on. It is time for our Little Kong Strong tables match. Silas the Dog Boy, who we just saw, defending his title against Jeff Keighley, Leon PS1 Kennedy, Eggs Budden, and Jake Conway. Predictions will be live in a moment. I'm going to get these entrances started, so prepare yourselves. Get those BENXT bucks ready. Because here we go. Hope you aren't bored of hearing the Dark Pictures theme, because we're doing it again.
The contest is a fatal 5-way tables match, and is for the Lucha Libre Stampede Total Championship.
That's it. That's what it's called. Predictions now live. Get stuck in. the dog. Boy! Have Jeff and best friend Hideo ever had a tag match in Season 2? I don't think they have, you know. Oh, bloody hell. Gets me every time. Silas the Dog Boy successful in retaining his championship last week. This week, though, it's a thankless task being the Little Kong Strong champion. He's got to go for it again. Can he do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our English
Representing the Dream Team from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley looking to win another Little Kong Strong championship. Former one-time champ is Jeff, alongside his best friend in the whole wide world, Hideo Kojima. And we got a real close-up of Silas the Dog Boy there, as Jeff leaps back into the ring, ready for war tonight. And here comes Blocky Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day. Leon chasing his first championship on Pip Down. No luck in this Blocky King's corner so far. Whoa, look at his 6 skills. Wish I could do that. Where did he put it? Where did he put it? It's gone. Who knows? Could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. God, I feel like I'm getting warmer. Here comes the Eggs Budden. Luchador. Eggs Budden also chasing a second championship here tonight, much like Jeff Keighley. This will be his 3rd shot at the title in Season 2. Former one-time champion. Could tonight be his night? Can he put someone through the table? That is the real question. And it's one that we're going to bloody answer in just a moment. Whoa, look at him. Eggs Budden's been working out. He's bloody terrifying, though. I don't like to look at him. But let's get him off the screen, please. Thank you. And the final entrant in this match. A man who has made quite an impact since his debut in Season 2. Already a former Little Kong Strong champion. Jake Conway and his weird-looking mouth. Way! Now, on my spreadsheet here, I'm going to have to defer to the spreadsheet fairy on this one. It does say that he's a 2-time champion. I don't believe that to be the case. I think he's perhaps only won it once. So I may need some clarification on that. Regardless, Jake Conway walks into battle tonight. Could potentially be going for his 3rd title, but I think he's probably going for his 2nd title. Shame he's not had a romance angle based around him keeping his clothes on yet. You'll never get this guy out of his clothes. There's nothing under there. There's nothing. He's invisible. Who says this isn't part of his skin? Difficult to say. Difficult to say. Jake Conway enters battle. Little Kong Strong tables match coming your way now. And there it is. Please watch for the splat. There it is. And we are underway. Of course, the goal here is to put someone through a table. You do that, you are the champion. You are the champion, my friends. Immediately, Jake Conway going after the champ, Silas the Dog Boy. It's all tattoos. He just wears 78 shirts at all times. He's actually 4'7", but bulked out by the clothes he wears. It's impressive. It's impressive commitment to clothes, you know. Jeff Keighley grabbing the X button. What's he looking to do? European uppercut to the back of the head of X button. That's horrible. And Jeff is officially the first competitor to introduce a table. Good job, Jeff. Proud of you, buddy. And he's already forgotten it's there as Leon PS1 Kennedy slides a table in too. Jeff sent into the corner by X button. Jake Conway clothesline. And a big clubbing blow from Silas the Dog Boy to Leon Kennedy. There are 2 tables in the ring, neither of which are set up just yet. Table set up, immediately taken down. Apologies, I was just putting in a drink order with the Drinks Fairy there. I tell you what, if Jake Conway hadn't had that table knocked over, he probably would have won there. Leon Kennedy doing big kicks to Silas the Dog Boy. And Jake Conway desperately just trying to set up this bloody table, but no matter what happens, everyone's taking it out of his hands. Just leave him be. And a disrespectful slap from X Button to Jake Conway, and now these two are alone in the ring. This is often how these matches end. If 2 people are isolated and left on their own, there's nobody there to stop them or knock over the table. We should have an official Drinks Fairy cocktail of the month, along with a Drinks Fairy vegan recipe of the month. I love that idea. Sounds like a lot of effort, though. Look at Leon go. All of the suplexes. Leon suplexing that grandma, and that grandma in this instance is Jeff Keighley. Silas the Dog Boy backing up. Jake Conway in the corner. Oh. Hello. You did a big win earlier. Well done. Oh, yeah, the foot in the face. Okay. Go on then. Okay. Tip of the cat there. Exclusive interview. Great to hear from you, Pips. Yeah, thank you for coming. Wish you didn't have to fight me so hard when I was picking you up, but what can you do? Anyway, back to the action. It's the X Button who picks up a table this time. And he sets it up, but unfortunately for him... Oh no, there is someone there. And it's Leon. And Jeff's not getting back in the ring. Silas is bringing a table in. Leon potentially closing in on his first championship. No one's there. It's Leon Kennedy. Leon PS1 Kennedy wins his first championship on the roster. Silas the Dog Boy dethroned this week. And it's Leon who captures the Little Kong Strong Championship. His first title. A huge night for Leon. And therefore the world. Unfortunately for Silas, he was about to reintroduce a table, but it didn't pay off, and I think Jeff Keighley caught basically all of those ropes as he flew through. Thank you, the Drinks Fairy. Leon's done it. I believe that actually does now mean that every single Resident Evil adjacent character on our roster has now won a title at some point. I believe the T-Virus has won something, Leon PS1 Kennedy has won something, Jill Sandwich has won something, Chris, Leon Sex Redfield has won something. They've all won a championship now. Clean sweep for the Resi gang. I think someone did rightly point out why is Daronk and Dr. Anal Hill's names in green? Well, one's more in green than the other, but I don't know why Daronk is in any kind of green at all. I don't know. Anyway, Resident Stinky more like, all right, Lord Brotovich, all right. We won't have that kind of vulgarity here, thank you. That pic looks like Jill is disgusted at Babs. How could you be disgusted at that? It's a work of art. There's nothing upsetting about that at all. It's great. It's great. Because Daronk deserved to win. Daronk should have won, But Duronk didn't do a good enough job of using her stuff, you know, using her moves. That's not on Dr. Hill, you know? It's not on Dr. Hill. There we go. Right. Main event time, my friends. Maybe because he won the post-fight rivalry. Maybe. That could be it. Honestly, he bloody knows. You know? He knows. Who knows? Jill Sandwich. The former Butterfield champion, current Pip Down Women's World Champion, Jill Sandwich, who defeated Barb Pistottir, family member of Here Comes the Babs, to win that title. Tonight in our main event goes one-on-one in a non-title match with Here Comes the Babs. Retribution potentially coming at the hands of a fellow Piss family member. So Jill had best be on her toes, because where there's one piss, there's a whole lot of other pisses coming too.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, the SmackDown Women's
Apparently they've all got this nightstick. Jill Sandwich walking to battle tonight with the title. Just heard this from the Spreadsheet Fairy, that Jake Conway apparently has not won a single Little Kong Strong title, so we're not sure why it's showing that he's won 2. I thought he'd won at least 1, but maybe I'm incorrect. The spreadsheet will need a little bit of tuning. A little bit of a tune-up. Where one piss shows, the rest tends to trickle out. Well done. The Pip Down Women's Champion, ready for action in our main event. I want to see all those bloody goddamn salutes in the sky. Because the Queen, the original, the progenitor, is here.
And her opponent, representing the family from Newcastle upon Tyne, England.
Here comes the pain, Barbara Pierce, of course. A stream playthrough that we started back in lockdown in 2020 at TripleJump. The start of a proud tradition of playing wrestling games, and Barbara's expansion across basically all of them. And here she is, finally here. Doesn't have the greatest win-loss record, but she's a legend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just happy to, just privileged to see her, you know? Just privileged to see her. Hey, what are you doing? You in a box? Pippa's in a box. No cash in. Stop it. Jill Sandwich, knee strike. Here comes the pain. Barbara Piss definitely has the height advantage. Here comes the Babs. She's being a good legend and putting over all the younger talent. Well said. That's a great way to put it. Original flavour, Barbara Piss, full mount. Right hands coming down on the face of Jill Sandwich. And another, oh, some elbows now. Oh, and this is getting ugly. You do not want to have a strike-off with Here Comes the Pain Barbara, as small as her pants may be. Hey, Pippa. Oh. You coming up? No? You just thinking about it? No, she's skulking about. Don't scratch that. Good. Come here. Here comes the pain. Barbara definitely seems to have Jill Sandwich's number so far. We are joined now by Pippa the cat, who's immediately wafted the microphone away from me. Hello. There we go. Let's go. Jill Sandwich. Here comes the pain. Barbara rocks. Thank you, Chris. That's great. Very catchy. Hi, Pips. Referee up to a count of 2, and Barbara sidesteps the Women's World Champion. Oh, and several strikes from Big Barbara. And now sending Jill. Oh, Jill with the counter. Barbara connecting skull first in sickening fashion off that ring post. Barbara, though, getting straight back up to her feet. We got to see inside Barbara's head. Again, predictably, nothing in there. And Jill seems hell-bent on winning via count-out. Please, for the love of God, referee up to a count of 8. Jill, get out of the ring. Break the count. Please. Please. Count of 9. Oh, God, and Barbara just got back in. Belly to belly. Just dumping the champion down. Or I should say, sorry. Completely forgot to report this. We officially have Pip down. Pippa the Cat has pipped down. And now, it's this bit again. The bit they love so much. We can never not have this. And I will say, this perhaps isn't going as much in Jill Sandwich's favour as maybe she expected here tonight, perhaps underestimating the old legend. Here comes the Babs. But here comes the Babs, proving that although she may be no spring chicken, she's definitely got more than enough heavy artillery left to take down this young whippersnapper in sandwich form. In fact, Barbara Piss getting the best of this exchange. German suplex, she holds on. A second German suplex from Here Comes the Babs. And here comes a third with the release. And Barbara now looking for a huge upset. Imagine if Here Comes the Barbara was able to defeat the Women's World Champion here tonight. Into the cover she goes. Referee is there. Oh, and Jill just escapes. Jill just escapes. We should make a rule that anytime they do that slap, the match just goes home. That could happen after the first 30 seconds. I love it. That's a great idea. That will be chaos. Jill sends Barbara to the outside. Not like this, Jill. Be careful. No, Jill! Oh, the missile dropkick finds its mark, though. She's gotten away with that. Oh, and a big kick to the tum-tum. Almost disrespecting the legend. Barbara Piss here. Jill Sandwich, I think, has earned herself a finisher. She's certainly close to getting a signature. She jumps over those steel steps, and there's no movement from Barbara until now. Big running STO, the little bit of Monica. The classic maneuver, little bit of Monica. From Here Comes the Babs, delivered in a fashion that only she could muster. And not again, much like our opening match. Or rather, our main event from last week. BENXT. Surely Babs isn't looking for a count-out victory over the champion. That's not going to do anything. Backbreaker from Jill Sandwich, who's looking to go for her finisher now. Spins her around. Oh, the Sandwich flatliner. The panini press. Oh, that's good. Remember the panini press. Is this enough? It's not. And Jill Sandwich cannot believe that she didn't win with the panini press. A women's wrestling chant breaks out now. Oh, knee to the face. Oh, and hang on. I did warn. I did say, where there's one, there's another. And that's not even the right one. All the way from Monday Night Babs, I believe. Unless I've got the wrong name. Hang on. She's not even on this show. I can't remember where she is. I'm trying to find her. But in the meantime, Here Comes the Babs. Has her full attention, but Jill was able to counter it. Side Russian leg sweep, down goes. Here comes the pain Barbara. Here comes the pain Babs has 2 finishes, but Jill Sandwich only needs 1 to put this to bed, and Stone Cold Barbara Pierce at ringside. And so far has done absolutely nothing. Jill Sandwich may be looking for the panini press again. Here comes the pain Barbara, needs to be careful. Here it is, panini press. And unfortunately for a very game, Here Comes the Babs. It's going to be a win for big Jill Sandwich here. But gosh, if she didn't make you feel like she could do it. There's so many Barbara Pisses, I didn't know which folder to look in for Stone Cold Barbara. Where could she be? I think she's on Monday Night Babs. Where the fuck is she? I can't find her. I don't know what show she's on. I've forgotten. Anyway, she came out. Stone Cold Barbara Piss came out to provide the distraction. It didn't work, though.
Here is your winner,
Jill Sandwich wearing the wounds of war there on her face. But a big win for her tonight. Proving her dominance and why She is the Women's World Champion. Okay, apparently she's on Monday Night Babs. Why can I not find it? Have I called her Stone... what have I named the music? Oh, guys, what have I done? Where is it? Babs. Babs. No, I don't see it there. Have I added it? I've definitely played it before. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. We've got Tavish's theme song. Everyone loves that. No, she's not on Monday Night Babs. She's on BENXT, according to this. Getting all sorts of wonky information. Hang on a second. Let's check which show she's on. Let's have a look. Edit shows. Is she on BENXT? Divisions. She is. She's on BENXT. She is not on... She's not on Monday Night Babs. I found her now. That's what I meant to play. No, sorry guys, I shouldn't have said Tavish's name, should I? I probably just gave you all a massive jump scare. Don't worry, you don't have to see Tavish. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're safe. You're safe from Tavish. Well, everybody, that was our main event. So we have shot through Pip Down at a record pace, and now we're moving on to Monday Night Babs. Bloody hell. We're absolutely flying. It's not going to be long. Wow, look at that. What an opening match. Leon, Brian, German Cheggers versus Inspector Gadget. Oh no, Tavish versus Chavo Guerrero. Rim Flare and Triple Flush take on Ben Potter and Peter Austin. Again, with no championship on the line. And in the main event, it's the Drinks Fairy versus Les Freaking Go. It's Les Freaking Drink. What round is this? 4? 5? Les Freaking Drink 5? The Drinks Fairy, I believe, is currently up either 3-1 or 4-1. Cut Tavish. Cut Tavish. Cut Tavish. Get Tavish out of here. No. When does Les Go get his hair back? When Monday Night Babs management feels like he has learned his lesson. That's when. Then you cannot cut Tavish. Well then, you guys can vote. Here comes a poll. I'm gonna go for a quick wee, and you can get cross at each other. All right? Tag match. Tavish. Here we go. You've got 1 minute. Who are we cutting? It's either the tag match or it's Tavish. You can choose. I'll be back in 50 seconds. I will not be long. You can only get cross at each other, all right? I didn't put Tavish in there. I didn't bloody put Tavish in there. Now you have the option to not put Tavish in here. So it's on your shoulders, I'm afraid. I'll be back. Sorry, Pippa. Okay, what have you guys voted for? What are we doing? Oh my god. It's all going wrong. Skin Tavish. What? What are you on about? Gut Tavish. Right, what was the result of the poll, please? I'm going to have to ask someone. Was it a Brexit? Was it 50-50? Was that it? If it's 50-50, we're flipping a coin. Mods, I'm trusting you. Can you please tell me it was 50-50. It was 16-17 in favor of Tavish. Tavish has been elected Prime Minister. Tavish won by 1 point. So Tavish is getting cut. We haven't seen Charlie Guillermo for ages. 17 for Tavish, 16 for tag match. So Tavish gets cut. Oh, man. Well, that's Democracy Manifest, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Tavish. Monday Night Babs management have been in touch, and we're running overtime. We don't have time for you guys today. Oh, sad. Right, I need to look at the matches from last week. Let's have a look. So it would have been Monday Night Babs Tesco KX Championship 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last week it was a Battle Royal. This week it's a tables match. Da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, Tavish. I'm not sorry at all. I don't care for you. Chris Redfield won the Monday Night Babs Tesco KX Championship last week, didn't he? Got a title straight back. And now it's time to spin the wheel. Add Chavo to the match to prove it's not his fault. If Chavo wants it so much, he can influence fate and become... He can be chosen by the wheel. Sorry, I fell over my words there because I realised that Iron Hand J resubbed for 3 months 9 minutes ago, but I was in the middle of a match, so I didn't properly notice it. BENXT, whoop. Thank you so much, Iron Hand J. Sorry that took me so long to acknowledge. Appreciate you. Thank you. Right. It's wheel time. Let's spin that. Spin that bad boy. Oh, there it is. Do a spin. Yeah, here we go. Who's coming? Who's coming for the tables match? This was me. You've already got a match, Brian. Sorry. It's a big match, though. It's against the champ. We spin again. Nearly Tavish. Not quite. It is Wet Boy. Oh, speaking of which, just as I said that, my little Wet Boy figure just fell off the desk. Wet Boy chosen. Next. Who we got? Can we get Chab and Tavish in a tag team? Chabish. That sounds awful. Oh, if it isn't confirmed Billy in the Bank loser, James Worm, unsuccessfully cashed in last week. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. 2 spaces remain. Can Tavish do it? Can he squeak in? Not on this spin, he can't. But we're going to get a respin anyway because it's Brian again. Spin it again. Woo! No. No! Oh. We spin again because Triple Flush is in a tag match. So close. Oh, Charlie? Oh, not quite for Charlie. Yes, for Carla. And final slot. Here we go. Is it Tavish's time? Is it time for Ravishing Tavish? No, it's not. But it's also not Wet Boy's time. He's already been chosen. So we spin again. Woo! Oh. Inspector Gadget already has a match. This must be record for amount of spins needed to get a final spot. I don't even want to have a drink. I'm just... Can he do it? Sethy Piss. Seth Pissin Rollins will round out the field. We nearly got Shauna there. But it is Seth who will complete the field here. Remember, Seth actually... He beat the world champion, didn't he? Seth Piston Rollins, I believe, is currently at the top of the men's World Championship division because he beat Leon in a clean fight last week. And then James cashed in unsuccessfully. And then for some reason, the game marked Seth Piston Rollins as having lost the match. So we went in and we corrected that. We moved him to the top of the rankings because that seemed only fair. Because he put on a superhuman performance. So if I'm confused, wasn't the last one of these a tables match? So this one was a rumble. Not according to my spreadsheet, I don't believe. Because you can't have a 6-person tables match. You can have a 5-person tables match. And last week, Chris Redfield beat Ashley Olsen, Mary Kate Olsen, Wet Boy, German Cheggers, and Commander Piss, which would make that a 6-person match. So that was a Battle Royal last week. Right. Chris, defending his Tesco belt. There we go. And now we are finally ready to start this show. And we are beginning with Leon Sex Kennedy against Brian Butterfield. Yeah, it's done by show. Yes, it is. Yes. So we're talking Monday Night Babs is the only one that alternates. Pip Down is always a tables match. BENXT is always a battle royal. Monday Night Babs changes week to week. We flip between the two. Magnificent Yeti 193, thank you so much for the resub. 15 months. You are a magnificent Yeti. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Leon Butterfield is how we're starting this thing. Predictions will be live in just a second. Get yourselves ready. Who's coming out of this one on top? Leon is always on top. Da-da-da-da-da. Leon Sex Kennedy versus Sex Personified.
Where's everyone going?
Bingo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from wherever he wants, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Raw Men's Champion, Leon Sexton Kennedy.
Leon Sexton Kennedy. After losing to Seth Piston Rollins last week, bounced back in spectacular fashion by going into an immediate Billy in the Back cash-in, courtesy of James Worm, and defeating a fresh opponent in James Worm. And you got to be pretty impressed at that. Still, your Monday Night Babs Men's World Champion.
This was me, Brian Butterfield.
But what a mountain of a man he's got in his way tonight.
Just look at me now.
Just look at the doll.
Thanks to the Butterfield diet.
Birthday party.
Cream, pork cylinders, potato grills, artificial bacon, large mass, sandwich casserole, chocolate quail's eggs, garlic pudding, fluffy rock, hoisin crispy pasta pillow, bon, quiches Lorraine.
Brian, it's still not 9. You can't be doing that with your hips, all right? We've spoken about this. You're going to get us in trouble with Ofcom. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Pretty much an even split. Leon Sex Kennedy, the BENXT Bucks favourite. Okay, now it's shifted to 61%. And here we go. Brian's put on his suit and he draws first blood here against the champion. Showing his power. Rolls Leon back and continues to connect with these punches and strikes. Go on, Brian. Have your go. Brian crumples the champ and pulls him back to his feet. He's not done yet. Leon sent into the corner. Back elbow countered, though, by Leon Sex Kennedy. Springboard kick directly to the face. And he slingshots over. What's he looking to do now? Oh, the sparkle splash. Brian was trying to roll out of the way. Didn't get far enough into the cover. Referee is there, going for some high fives with Brian, or rather down low, or too slow. Leon with some more kicks counter from Brian. Very back and forth. So far in this match, Brian to one end, full head of steam, back elbow. Champion down to a seated position, and Brian The hips don't lie. And now stamping on the tum-tum. Oh, but a counter from Leon. And the champion is back to his feet. Going to work on the leg, ducks behind. Oh! Point of the elbow driven into the throat of Brian, who gets straight back to his feet. And I don't think Leon was expecting that. Brian sends him into the corner. Brian gets him into a seated position again. We're not going to go for the again, are we? No, we're not. Full arse to face. Brian picks up the champ. Champion now being walked directly over to the referee, who does get out of the way. We've got to be very careful of the referee staff on Monday Night Babs. You may be shaved if you speak out against them. Brian with the counter, and over hops Leon. Leon going for it again. Oh no, Scorpion death drop from Leon Sex Kennedy, the Monday Night Babs men's world champion. Brian back to his feet. But immediately he walks into... Oh no, the sit out. Pile driver. And Brian looking decidedly shakier here. But a counter from Brian. Leon was going for his signature, but Brian managed to counter it, and now it's Brian's signature. It's not Leon's anymore, although there's not much Brian can do about a boot to the face. He needs to have the opportunity to use this signature. Leon slingshots over, and now up to the top rope. Brian is down. Brian is prone. Oh, but Brian able to escape out of the ring. And Brian, it appears, has decided not to use his signature at all. Oh my God, that was impressive. He sacrificed all of it to escape the ring, as you can see there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And a leaping forearm, and the champ is down again into the cover. Brian going for his first pin attempt of the match, only a 1 count though. Will Chris be okay with someone else fighting his husband? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to ask Chris later, won't we, when we see him in action. Leon. Oh, not able to lift the mass that is Brian Butterfield. He may feel like a new man, but Leon still struggling regardless. A leaping heel lariat from Leon Kennedy. Brian. Dragon screw leg whip. Up to a count of 4 as Leon blocks the kick. Brian sent for a little jog, nearly colliding with those stairs. Referee at a count of 5 now. Leon back in the ring. Brian back to his feet. Will easily get back inside. But if you look at the tail of the tape here in terms of damage dealt, you can see Leon Kennedy in the bottom left has taken an absolute battering. And if I hide myself for just a second here, you can see that Brian has technically taken 0 damage, which is absolutely astonishing. Very impressive from Brian. Leon putting those educated feet to good use. He goes for it again. Down goes Brian. And he's not done, but Brian back to his feet. He's had enough, but he walks straight into a suplex. Oh, almost into a stunner from Leon. Very inventive. And wow, look at that. Leon pulling out all the stops. I think he realizes that maybe he's not had enough offense in this match so far. Brian sidesteps the dropkick. And Brian now looking to use his signature maybe. German suplex to Leon. That's got to be embarrassing. Brian spins it round. Oh, nobody eats that enziguri. Brian gets out of the way, but immediately stands straight back up to being planted face first. And now Leon really starting to roll here. Oh God, he's shot us. He's bloody shot us. And Leon hulks up, and he's earned himself a finisher. And the zombie destroyer absolutely flush, and this may well be it for Brian here. No. Brian Butterfield is looking so impressive in this match. Leon has hit Brian with his biggest move, and it didn't work. Brian, however, has a finisher, and if he's able to use that, he might pin the world champion. Oh, and Leon's been busted open. Brian picks Leon up now, scoop slam, and what's Brian looking to do? Brian going up top. Bryan. The hoisin' crispy elbow from Bryan. And it could now be closing in on the bomb. But he's taken too long. And Leon slams him down. Shoulder joint first. Leon, springboard moonsault into the cover. And this could well be it for Bryan. There's only so much this man can take. He's still going. Oh, when did you get around to watching weekly AEWs in the end? I've watched a few. I actually have, yeah. Now that I know where I can watch them. I'm not keeping up religiously, but I am watching them. And it's been a delight. A real change of pace that's very welcome. Leon gets Bryan up again. Fisherman Buster. And into the pin as well. There's... surely not. He's done it. There's only so much offense Bryan can take. And for the last few minutes of that match, he was just getting pummeled. Absolutely pummeled. But it's a win for the world champion here. Despite a very game effort from Bryan here tonight. The BENXT Bucks tonight will be awarded to the backers of Leon Sex Kennedy.
Here is your winner, Leon Kennedy.
Leon Kennedy bouncing back in a big way after his significant, rather embarrassing loss last week. In non-title action, admittedly. But he puts down Bryan here tonight. Up next, we've got German Cheggers versus Inspector Gadget. Now, this is a match I didn't think we'd ever see. Inspector Gadget. I'm just doing a little research on Inspector Gadget. I'm just curious. So, Inspector Gadget is American, right? It is. Yeah. Inspector Gadget is a media franchise that began in 1983 with the Duke Entertainment animated television series Inspector Gadget. I thought there was a chance that maybe there was some sort of weird, like Belgian comic or something, because he looks like he could, you know? He looks a bit like an Asterix or an Obelix or something, you know? Duke. Anyway. Not so. I thought he was British. Was he? What? Really? He feels culturally Belgian. I agree. No, he's definitely American. Or at least in the, the animated show and the movies, he's definitely American at least. So, regardless, German Cheggers versus Inspector Gadget. First time matchup. Brot Means Bread versus a Belgian-American robot man. So, there we are. Absolutely would have believed it was dubbed into English from something European. It's pronounced Deek with a long E. Yeah, whatever. Nice try. It's pronounced Dirk. And that's the only way to say it. Practice it at home now, in your living room, or on the bus. Dirk. That's it. I will accept no substitution. Let's do this thing! Let's do this thing! Hey ho!
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Le Professeur Dugagé.
From Germany, weighing in at 224 pounds.
Representing Brot Means Bread, it's German Cheggers. Hey ho! Wee woo! Wee woo! Whoa! Finn Drude! Listen to that cacophony of noise. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Finn Drude. Explain this to the raiders. I can't. So Inspector Gadget is about to is about to fight Keith Chegwin if he was from Germany. Need I say more? Thank you so much. I hope you guys are all well. What were you playing today? Let me know.
From Belgium, weighing in at 235 pounds. Ian.
Woohoo! Inspector Gadget, potentially this is his first time out with his with his new theme, which I did test. Surprisingly, not copyright matched, so we're all good. Go Gadget, go. We've been doing some H2P PC Oko permadeath. My God, you're a real gamer, aren't you? Not like me mucking about with my wrestling playground, with my wrestling toys. I hope you had a lovely time. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Anyway, it's time to get into this thing. German Cheggers there. Inspector Gadget. And here we go. German Cheggers draws first blood, misses with that second one. And wow, look at... Oh, straight into the roll-up. Referee there, but a kick out before the referee could even count one. And Inspector Gadget is the one who's going to be raining down some feet. Here we go. Ace Kid here can confirm that's the theme tune. I know it's the theme song. I'm not saying it wasn't the theme song. But it's not copyright matched, so we're all good. Cheggers, middle rope. He wants Inspector Gadget on his feet. If you could all tell me it's the real theme, I'd appreciate that, please. Everyone, one after the other, because I'm not sure. Could you tell me again? German Cheggers. Inspector Gadget fighting out of it though. And Cheggers off the rope, leaps over, does Inspector Gadget. Oh, he misses with that bottom elbow. Thank you, everyone. That's the real theme. It's the real theme. Thank you. Oh, Cheggers going for the bear hug, but a rope break. Referee will be respected, lest German Cheggers be shaved, of course. Real theme confirmed. Thank you. It is the real theme. Well, it is the real theme, so thank you. Thanks, guys. It's the real theme song? Thank you, guys. Also, sorry, this isn't a dig at people who did tell me it was the real song. I appreciate you very much. Just having fun. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. It's the real theme? Okay. German Cheggers sent for a ride. A huge release German suplex from Inspector Gadget. Oh, but he was playing possum. Or rather, the German word for possum. Possum? That was stupid. Oh, caught! Oh, wow. Tour of the Islands from German Cheggers. It is just a prank. It is. Off the ropes. Fucking hell, Inspector Gadget didn't come to play, did he? Rolling Thunder from Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget. Rob Van Dam up to the top rope. He's waiting. Cheggers is down. Oh, Cheggers was just too close to the ropes. That's an embarrassing mistake from Inspector Gadget, who misses again. Doesn't miss with that, though. Rolls through. Interesting pinning predicament. Counter from Cheggers, who rolls through. They're just sitting on each other, really. And another roll-up. Referee not even looking at the shoulders, but it's a proper kick-out. My God, the crowd are very vocal this evening. Tying up the leg and a big boot to look like the ankle there. Inspector Gadget is originally German. His name translates to Lord Bread. I believe you. I believe you. And I will not do any further research. Oh. I know that since I can't make these characters, making suggestions is a bit of a stretch, but I'd love more cartoon characters to make a faction. Inspector Gadget, Hong Kong Phooey, Pink Panther and Danger Mouse could take out P-Evolution. Well, we have to remember that all members of this roster are part of the Worst Games Ever, Vidiots, TripleJump, Confused Dude cinematic universe. And sadly, Hong Kong Phooey, Pink Panther and Danger Mouse have absolutely no place in that at the moment. But you never know, right? Maybe we'll play a Hong Kong Phooey video game at some point. Inspector Gadget walks into a big boot, and both German Cheggers and Inspector Gadget both have a signature, and there's Chegwin, breathing in the air, thankful to be alive. Big splash from Chegwin. Brock means bread. He knows is waiting backstage in their private dressing room. They've got loaves of bread in there. They're all good. They're going to have a bread party. He's very excited about it. He just needs to land this choke slam, and he gets him up. Delayed, and down goes Inspector Gadget. Oh, but he kips straight back up and connects with a jab. No bread yet for German Cheggers. Absolutely none at all. Back elbows. And now a counter from Gadget. Gadget, springboard. Oh, wow, look at that. Springboard moonsault into a scorpion death drop. Incredible. What about Casper and Scooby-Doo? Absolutely, they're ripe for the picking. They definitely could go in. German Cheggers pops him in the corner and tosses him off. That's right. Chegwin gesturing, gesticulating, right hand again. And now has Inspector Gadget up. Delayed, but took too long, and Gadget escapes and hooks him down at the knee. So after doing important research, Inspector Gadget is definitely also a French thing. In 1981, Inspector Gadget creator Andy Haywood left Hanna-Barbera and travelled to Paris to work with Dick Audiovisuel after being proposed by the company to do so. So we do have some Europe. Oh, and another counter from Inspector Gadget. German Cheggers going for his finisher, but Inspector Gadget with the counter. It appears again German Cheggers is going to have to wait for this bread party. As Cheggs goes over to the top rope, looking to put the exclamation mark on this match. Elbow drop finds its mark. Inspector Gadget writhing around in pain. And Chegwin taking a moment to catch his breath. Gadget has it as a signature and a finisher. And Chegwin needs to be careful of this as he pops him up on the top rope. And Chegwin hooks one leg, hooks the other leg. Up he goes. Oh my God. Oh, but a counter again. Chegwin just taking too long. And Inspector Gadget able to sweep the leg, and face first goes Chegwin. But Chegwin again able to capitalise on Inspector Gadget making some rather silly mistakes. Hung out to dry is Gadget. And what can Chegwin be looking to do now? He really needs a big move, and Gadget's the one in possession of all of them. Another counter from Chegwin. Somewhere, Lord Brotovich is smiling. Happy his man is doing such an impressive job. Face first goes Gadget. Chegwin still on the hunt here, still on the chase, and with this boot to the throat, I believe he will earn himself a signature, and he's done so. If Chegwin can hit this, he will win. Big strike to the back of Chegwin. The back of Gadget. Oh, and down goes Gadget again. But he's still not done. Off the ropes. And another huge choke slam, and that's surely it. Chegwin falls into the cover, and now it's time for a bread party. Inspector Gadget had all the tools to get it done. Go Gadget, The Rock, Go Gadget, RVD, Go Gadget, AJ Styles, all of them. He used all the wrestling gadgets. He didn't get it done, though. He didn't get it done. Chegwin with his monstrous choke slams. And then the kip up immediately is absolutely ridiculous. Gadget's like, nah, fuck that. I'm a super indie wrestler. I'm getting straight back up. Chegwin with a huge win for Brock Means Bread. What did you think, Pippa? It was a good match, wasn't it? Yeah? Pippa, it's time for your third appearance. I just need you to come within arm's reach so I can grab you from the floor. No, she's walked further away. I tried, I really tried. She's got back in the box. I'm a bit concerned. There was a time in Pippa's short life where any box would be an invitation to go to the toilet. So you'd better not. Oi. Get out of there. Yeah, I know. You're going to win it. Come up here. Where I can see you. Stay out of trouble. Come on. Meow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You've been very patient with me. I keep just sort of holding you like you're a stuffed toy. Yeah, alright. I'll let you go. Go on. Go be a menace somewhere, just not in the box, please. Not in the box, please. Alrighty. It's Tesco KX Championship time, my dudes and dudettes and dude others. Chris Alpha Redfield defends his title against Weboy, the rather tragically fated Billy in the Bank winner James Worm, Carla, and Seth Pissin Rollins. Predictions will be live in but a moment. In but a moment. Well, let's go. Let's freaking go. Look at James Worm. What an idiot. Couldn't even cash in right. To be fair, he cashed in absolutely correctly. It just wasn't to be. Leon Kennedy tapped into that crazy strength, you know?
Tables match, and is for the Total Mixed Championship.
Unfortunately, Biskeith, that's a great suggestion. If I could move the HUD around, I would. Oh god, here comes the base. But sadly, I need to be right in front of this corner, which sucks. I wish I could move it about. And if I float around, you'll see that I've got no legs. Look. Oh, no. It's not ideal, I appreciate, but sadly, it's the cards that we are dealt by this video game. Oh, I see what you mean. Apologies, I misread that. Capture the bottom corner of the screen and put it somewhere else. I mean, I can, but the thing is, it would look... Yeah, I think it would look a bit crap. There would be no nice way to capture this corner and, like, move it up here, because there'd be, like, it would just look a bit... It'd look a bit rough, I think. I can look into it, for sure. Sadly, I don't think there's an elegant solution, which is a shame. It's a real shame. Anyway, there's the champion. And it's time now for his first challenger. Holy shit, James Worm had 0.07% of the predictions. Oh no. Oh, there's still time. It looks like he's had way more now.
Representing the Monster Eclipse from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 253 pounds, West Boy!
You fucking done me, ain't ya? 0.07% of predictions. 007 fell for it hook, line and sinker. Unless it did genuinely briefly have 0.07% of the predictions. Because that would be impressive. Anyway, here's Wet Boy. Ready for war. And now it's time for Captain Fuck Up himself on His Majesty's Secret Service.
And you might be Bond. James Bond.
It's a bit much, isn't it? This is the intro song as part of the cutscene for the absolutely awful PS1 game 007 Racing.
Probably. Property destruction.
Property destruction. James the Worm. Sorry, James. That's enough from you. Anyway, James could win a championship tonight. Maybe not the one he wanted, but he could win a championship tonight. Here's Carla.
The Madness from Milan, Italy,
Jesus. Oh, she went right through a table. Oh, how did she do that? Oh, no, we saw the man inside Wet Boy. Oh, God, this is such a cursed entrance. Oh, God. Carla revealing things that none of us should ever have to think about. Right, we've got one last person in this match. And it's Sethy Piss Piss. Piss it down. Oh. Swarthy Mofo, thank you so much for the resub. 14 months. Good morning, Ben and chat. Feels like forever since I caught a stream, so I'm glad to be here, even if it is at 5:13 a.m. My goodness me. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for the resub as well. I hope you've been well. Good to see you. Seth Piss and Rollins, the leader of the Undisputed Era, currently on the hunt for gold after Piss Jericho lost his World Championship over on Pip Down. Of course, Pistian Cage, now the wide champion on BENXT, managed to dethrone Chab as the champ. Seth Rollins, the final entrant in this match. And watch for the splat as we prepare for Chris Alpha Redfield's Tesco KX Championship defense. There it is. And here we go. As always, first person to put somebody through a table will be crowned the champion. Ooh, and Wet Boy flew across the ring there trying to connect with that thrust kick. Didn't work. And Seth Piss and Rollins trying to take it to Leon Sex Kennedy's husband, Chris Alpha Redfield. Leon Kennedy was defeated by Seth Piss and Rollins last week on Monday Night Babs. Imagine if Seth could defeat Chris Redfield this week. Oh, and I don't think James Worm was the intended recipient of that back fist, but it caught him flush in the face regardless. And he's rolled outside. He's the first person to grab himself a table. Thank you, Trailing Badger. Predictions: Chris Redfield 38%, Wet Boy 17%, James Worm 16%, Carla 17%, and Seth Pissin Rollins 12%. Thank you, TB. Repeated knees to the spine. Scorpion Death Drop on the edge of the underside of the table as well. Oh, Wet Boy manages to take out the champ, and all of the boys are down. It's Carla, who was for a second there the only one standing. I'm assuming she's getting a table, maybe? Is Carla doing it? Perhaps? Sad sent into the corner. Now the champ turns his attention to Wet Boy. Carla picks up the table. Good stuff, Carla. Get it set up. James Worm ruins it like he ruins everything. Oh, and Carla saved from a James Worm diving attack courtesy of Chris Redfield. And Carla hung up on the top rope as Seth Piss and Rollins put James Worm in the corner. And here comes Wet Boy with a kendo stick. And the champ is stunned. Oh, and Seth Rollins going for a... what's it called? I can't remember. A swanton bomb. But Carla got her knees up, and now Wet Boy picks up one of the tables, potentially looking to set it up. Finally, Carla takes the table off him, says, I would like to set up the table, please, after I bonk you with it. And he has been bonked, and the champion's been bonked, and Seth Rollins has ruined it. James Worm decides he's had enough, and he gets up, and he does a backflip, and he manages to connect with Wet Boy, which is very impressive. And now it's the champion who's got the table. And he sets that up. And it's immediately been taken down. And everything's really confusing right now. Neckbreaker from Chris Redfield. Seth Piss and Rollins on the receiving end of potentially a powerbomb attempt, courtesy of Wet Boy. Oh, and down he goes. And now double underhook from James Worm. And a bomb on the table, but going through a table at that angle. will not break it. Carla rolls to the outside. We're starting to get a bit of space in this room now as James Worm punches Seth Pissin Rollins right in the throat. Nasty bit of business there. Wet Boy sent into the corner. Hi Maya, how are you? Welcome in. Chop attempt from James Worm countered by Wet Boy, and Seth Pissin Rollins gets an... Oh, goodness me. James Worm, you saw the way he bounced there. Brutal. Chris Redfield wiped out by Wet Boy. Carla sends Wet Boy into the ropes. Duck spins round. Neck breaker from Carla. Table. Removed from the grip and the grasp of Carla, who's taking a second to taunt. Seth Rollins decides he will pick up a table. And is he going to set it up? He is. Good stuff. Double underhook suplex from Carla. Seth Rollins looking to do something. DDT. And James Worm might defy all the expectations here and make up for last week. James Worm has Wet Boy up. James Worm has done it. OOW has done it. James Worm is your new Tesco KX champion, and he steals one. Everybody else has their back turned, and the Worm has turned. Nobody said he could do it. Everyone was talking mad shit about him. But today, James Worm redeems himself, sort of. It's an energy drink championship, but it doesn't matter. Wet Boy was the victim. The champion was up on the shoulders of Seth Pissin Rollins.
Do you need collision coverage? Yes.
This fucking song. It's 00 Redemption here tonight for James the Worm. Huge night at the office.
Grow up, 007.
Grow up, 007. He doesn't need to grow up because he's a champion now. He's a bloody champion. Now, however, it's time to run it back. Last week, fictional Ben Potter and very real Peter Austin managed to overcome all of the odds to defeat Rim Flair and Triple Flush, the Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champions, in a non-title match. Can they go back-to-back with these victories? Quite frankly, I believe this should be for the title. But it is not. A thankless task. But it is what it is. And here we go. Team Redundant versus P-Volution. Round 2. Predictions will be live in just a second. And here they come. The tag champs. Boo. 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 Okay, the crowd has now realised that. Boo. Boo. Rim Flare. Triple Flush have had an iron-like grip, a vice-like grip on these titles since Monday Night Babs launched at the beginning of Season 2 of BENXT. Not a person has been able to wrest it from their grasp just yet. There we go. Representing EE Tim's men, P-Volution, of course. If there's any team that can do it, it's Team Redundant, as proven by last week's performance. But the exclamation point would really be another victory for fictional Ben Potter and real Peter Austin here. Hopefully there'll be no shenanigans. I think we know there probably will be. Let's get this match started. It could go on a little while. It will be good though, I imagine. These guys have a magic together. booing for these boys as well. Peter Austin taking off his fake glasses while keeping his real ones on. Ben Potter on the right, just in case you needed a reminder. And the VODs champion Peter Austin on, well, at the front now. Tiny Peter Austin. The redundant boys, here they are, ready for action. Let's get this thing underway. Hello, Deadeye Minis, welcome in. Hope you're well. Ben will be starting this match off for Team Redundant. And in the top left, we have the champions. Lock up, Rim Flare gets the early advantage. Quick tag made, in comes Triple Flush. Ben Potter off the ropes, tag team offense coming here. And there goes Ben for a ride. And Triple Flush, the bigger, the stronger of the two tag champions. Pressing this advantage. And Ben slammed down. Who do people boo for in this match? That's the question. Tag made, Rim Flare legal once again. Ben Potter attempted to connect with a strike there. Didn't get it in time as Rim Flare manages to hook the leg and goes to work on the knee joint. Interestingly, the knee joint of fictional Ben Potter is also quite susceptible to damage as Rim Flare escapes the fall-away slam attempt, and Ben Potter may be on the receiving end of another tag team maneuver here. No, he's not. Rim Flare decides to turn him around. Forearm to the spine. Ben already taking damage in this one. Tag made, and here we go. Rim Flare again. Ben Potter has knee joints. I like it. You're right. And a stamp on the digits of fictional Ben Potter. That's what he needs. He needs those for fictional streaming, maybe. I don't know. Fictional wrestling? No, he does real wrestling. He's fake, but the wrestling is real. Diving tag made, and what an idiot. Triple Flush decides to follow through on the diving. Oh, the diving elbow. Peter Austin now legal. And manages to connect with the double stomp from the top rope. Peter takes down the champion with a diving elbow. Ben now back on the apron. WWE 2K mode. Bought 2K23 the other day for the nephew to play while here. And game loads but is stuck at currently 66% installing, so can't actually do anything. Essentially, 2K suck. How on earth has that happened? Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can get it functioning. Whoa, look at Peter go! That was a front flip into a Hurricane Rana. Absolutely unbelievable. Diving tackle made, and Peter pays the price for it. Rim Flare legal again. And strikes from Rim Flare to tiny Peter Austin. Rim Flare. Ooh! Ripcord knee strike from Peter, who rolls through, and Rim Flare with that patented chop, and another one. Rim Flare. Oh, no. Oh, that is surprisingly athletic from Rim Flare there, just now rubbing the face of Peter Austin into the mat. Perhaps these two feel a little embarrassed. That being P-Volution. They've been embarrassed and shown up by Team Redundant. Peter rolls out of the way. Why don't we see Peter do these moves during his stream? It's because he's resting. You know, he's an athlete. So he only moves like this on Wednesdays. It all makes sense if you think about it. Rim Flare, Peter Austin in a powerbomb position. Peter able to escape. Oh, and Peter again with that front flip Hurricane Rana. So impressive. Peter does now have a signature. And we may be looking at a tag here, but Rim Flare with the counter. Big chop. Practically caving in the chest cavity, and a diving tag was made. Rim Flare doesn't realise. Ben Potter legal again. German suplex with the release, and I think he might have killed Rim Flare there into the cover. Fictional Ben Potter. When I say fictional, sorry, what I mean is legally different, you know. Ben able to cut off the tag attempt with a backflip, which is a bit extra, but, you know, we'll indulge him. Frog splash from the middle rope. Ben now finally able to get some offense going in this match. The powerhouse of Team Redundant. Peter very much the speedy, agile, athletic monster. Ben will throw people and hit them. Speaking of which, Ben has rim flare up. Where's he taking him? Uh-oh, rim flare. That eye protection's not going to do you much good. Being dropped on the turnbuckle. Hello, Mr. Black, how are you? And a knee strike. Rim flare brought back up. Ben sends rim flare off the ropes. I think that surprised Ben. I think Ben was trying to get him in the corner. Didn't work. Now he's got him there. And maybe was looking for a tag. Oh, but a counter by rim flare. Oh, and a big clothesline. And this is rim flare's chance to tag out, but instead he goes to the top rope, and Ben caught him there. And unfortunately went for triple flush as well. Was caught out. And Ben and triple flush just staring at each other now. Rim flare just taking a moment. Oh, hang on, Ben, leave him alone. Ben eats a forearm and now decides to go after rim flare. This will break the count, but he's walked straight into a grapple. No, he hasn't. Ben able to take advantage. Triple flush is just going to watch as rim flare now gets power bombed onto the... Oh my God, onto the barrier. Horrendous. Horrific stuff. Elbow to the knee. And now rim flare sends Ben... Whoa, that was weird. Some strange physics, but it does mean that we won't get a count out here. And rim flare took a moment to do a gesture at someone who wasn't there. Side Russian leg sweep. Ben Potter follows up with several strikes, and rim flare is in trouble now. He's really hurting. Tag made. Ben doesn't realise that triple flush is legal again. He does now, but he walks straight into a right hand. Forearm to the spine. And triple flush has locked in some sort of submission, but Ben's able to get out of it. Rim flare's taking a lot of damage. Triple flush far less so. And what's Ben looking to do here? Ben does have his signature and his finisher. Oh, but Ben just runs straight into a knee. And then a clothesline for good measure. Peter Austin champing at the bit. He's ready to go. Referee! Referee! Triple flush had his feet on the ropes for extra elevation. Massive spine buster. And triple flush now does have his finisher. Might be looking for the pedigree here. And Peter Austin will have to come and bail out his partner if he's able to hit it. Hooks one arm, hooks the other. Pedigree. And Ben is out. And Peter Austin will have to save this, which means Peter is now in tag jail. And Ben is all on his own until he's able to make a tag. And God, does he need it. Wrenching at the neck is triple flush. These two battling it out here. Two of the top teams on Monday Night Babs. One are the champions, one would like to be the champions. Elbow drop from triple flush as well. Ben Potter eating an awful lot of offense here. Tag desperately needed. But not this way. Oh, counter from Ben at just the right time. And Ben now sends triple flush across the ring. Can he make the tag? He's walking over. There it is. Peter Austin is legal once more. And Ben with triple flush across his knee. Oh my God. Peter diving in with a knee strike. And Peter immediately following up. Coming into this match with a signature. That was actually a tag team finisher. Because Ben had a finisher. And he rolls triple flush all the way across. And then a double stomp. Oh, and then a counter from triple flush. Oh, who connects with a big right hand to Peter Austin. Peter Austin knows what it takes to beat this team. He was instrumental last week. Oh, and a big clothesline from triple flush. Peter was going for a signature. It was countered. And he needs to watch out for the spine buster here. He could be about to walk into it. And a counter from Peter this time. Oh, I don't know what Peter used there. It looked like a Kamehameha, actually. Oh, that's a very interesting castle indeed. Triple flush bang to rights in the center of the ring. Rim flare will break this one up, but he's having difficulty getting there because the referee was in the way. But now rim flare is in tag jail. And Peter Austin has triple flush exactly where he wants him. If he can connect, it'll be 2 nights in a row. Oh, he's gotten a bit lost. Oh, referee, rim flare kicking Peter Austin in the face. And a count-out will begin as rim flare, the non-legal man. And now triple flush going after Ben Potter. Didn't work though, the crotch chop from triple flush, but I feel like that was a bit of a defensive one, quite frankly. Peter Austin, fed back into the thing, but a counter from Peter. My God, what did Peter have for his breakfast? Made from oat instead of Bix, maybe? And now Peter looking to continue the offense on the outside. Springboard! My God, Peter. Jeez Louise. Deadeye Mini 75 stream streak. Thank you very much. Peter was almost interesting enough. So close. Peter sent back in. And Ben, I think, was about to attack Triple Flush. Decided better of it. Now gets back on the apron. Gets down again. Eats a chop. And I don't know why Triple Flush is deciding to attack Ben Potter. But it is providing a very useful distraction. Oh my God. Count of 6. And Peter's waiting. Triple Flush rolls out the way of that. Peter interrupts. Oh, and another Kamehameha. I know an anime or something. Peter, top rope. Triple Flush is down. Triple Flush getting back to his feet. Peter Austin, Meteora. Peter into the cover. This could honestly do it. Rim Flare is not allowed in the ring. Back-to-back victories for Team Redundant. EE Tim has got to be fuming backstage. For the second week in a row, Team Redundant have defeated the Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champions in non-title action. And once again, poor Ben Potter just ate every single big move there was. But when? When are they going to get their shot at the gold? And can they do it when the lights shine the brightest? When the gold is on the line? Tori, good morning. Hello, how are you? Lovely to see you. Hope you slept well. It's main event time now. It's time for Les Freaking Drink 5. I'm taking a punt here and just assuming it's 4. I believe the Drinks Ferry is 4-1 up in this series that has seen Les Freaking Go World's Sexiest Man 2025. It's seen his stock plummet and his hair be shaved. But maybe this time. Maybe Les Freaking Go can pull it back this time. Will it be 4-2 at the end of this Monday Night Babs? Let's bloody find out. Right now, all of us together. As friends. Here we go. Predictions are live. The Drinks Fairy, the Fan Fairy, the Spreadsheet Fairy. There's nothing she can't do. The Les Freaking Go Destroying Fairy. 4-1 up in this series so far. Looking to extend that lead tonight. She's probably thinking, what on earth do I have to do to get a title shot? I keep beating this weird, smooth man. And they won't give me any shots at championships. What's going on? It's 3-1 for this rivalry. Okay, my bad. 3-1. And that's come from the Drinks Fairy herself. So potentially looking to go 4-1 tonight. And here he is. World's Sexiest Man 2025. Awarded Comb, hello. How are you? Good evening to you. Oh, hang on. Les Freaking Go still making his entrance. But look out, here comes the Drinks Fairy with the surprise attack. Now, we saw this in the Spider Pants versus Vent Pervert match last week. If they don't get into the ring in time, this will be ruled a no contest. We cannot have another stream have a no contest match in it. This is the main event of Monday Night Babs. One of these guys needs to get into the ring so we can actually start this thing. Les Freaking Go still got his fucking cape on. Oh, look at that. Super kick from the Drinks Fairy. Oh, but Les Freaking Go manages to catch her by surprise. And Drinks Fairy now connecting with more strikes. Sling Blade takes down Les Freaking Go and a drop kick too. Drinks Ferry, get him in the ring. Get him in the ring. This will end in a no contest, and Les Freaking Go is now wearing his cape as if it was some sort of gigantic bib. Get in the ring. Standing shooting star press from the Drinks Ferry. I believe we're not going to get in the ring. We may need to refund the points here. And Les Freaking Go has no idea where he is because his bloody cape's all over him. Why have they patched this game? They used to always end up getting in the ring. Why can't they do it anymore? She's really taking her time. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. She's going to go for her signature. She's got her signature ready. Referee just standing there watching. Drinks Ferry. Waiting patiently, sent on. Leave him alone. He's already dead. He hasn't moved in 5 minutes. We can't even see half of it. We've gone into a knee bar now. Jesus. I'm doing good, thanks. Tomorrow's my 22nd birthday. Awarded comb. Have a fantastic day. That was terrible, Drinks Ferry. Have a fantastic day tomorrow. Let's freaking go. Ripcord, forearm. Although they are letting these guys go a lot longer than Spider Pants and Vent Pervert. I will say that much. So maybe it's not going to end in it. No contest. Let's freaking go, turning things around. Oh no, here we go again. Referee separating these two. It's going to end in a no contest. What a terrible main event. Drinks Ferry desperately wants to keep going, but unfortunately that is the main event of Monday Night Babs. What a fucking killer match that was. Do we give them both a point? Is it now 4-2? Or is it still... Or do we take off a point? Oh, God. Why do they add new weird things every single time? Rubbish. Sorry, everybody. Your points will be back with you momentarily. So it's still 3-1. You know, I think these guys are probably going to become fast friends before long. It's like the Sheamus Cesaro, was it Best of 7 series? They're going to become a world-conquering tag team after all this is done. Anyway, can Les get his hair back now? No, he doesn't deserve it. Until he gets back in that ring, he's going to stay hairless, all right? So there. Well, because we've been making such great time this week, we're now moving on to another episode of BENXT. We've still got 20 minutes to go. So let's see what the computer is giving us for this fresh week of BENXT. We're going to be at the bloody pay-per-view before we know it. We're starting off... Oh! The Vent Pervert versus Spider Pants. It's just a promo. It's just a promo, Han. Calm down. It's just a promo. It's just a promo. Piss Stratus versus Violent Beauregard versus Begumops versus Alexa Piss in a fatal 4-way. Fuck yes. Bobby Babalooni is having a promo against Hank Anderson. Why are these guys in a feud? I don't understand. We may end up cutting that. E.E. Tim, with 2 members of P-Volution in his corner, takes on Senior Joe in a non-title match. This is the rematch, but the gold's not on the line anymore. And in the main event, Shrek challenges Pistion for the BENXT Wide Championship. Bloody hell. Cut, Tavish. All right, that one's getting cut. Bobby is whimsical. Lieutenant Hank hates whimsy. It's just weird because Bobby has just won the BENXT Women's Championship and she's now feuding with someone who cannot challenge for it, which feels very intentional, like management is keeping her safe, you know? Keeping her safe. I don't like it. I don't bloody like it. We do get to spin the wheel for a 3rd time, though, and what a privilege that is if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, I can't see it. Where is it? There it is. 6-way. Here we go. Get rid of that. Sorry. Get rid of that. Sorry. Champion is, of course, Steven Seagal. We saw him defend his title earlier tonight. It's weird. We've gone through the matches so fast today that I was not expecting to spin the wheel for Steven Seagal again already. But here we go. Final wheel time. Let's get it done. First person is... No, sorry, buddy. You've got a championship match. Lieutenant, I made you a poodle. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Bobby was cut from this match. We could have Bobby 2 belts. Next. That was a really weird noise. Sorry about that. Pippa, you just bloody had a shot. Go on then. Pippa Funnel gets called by the wheel for a second week in a row. God, she wants to win that bloody championship. She wants to win that bloody championship so bad. Go. Next is Connor. Sure. Hank is out. Connor is in. And the final slot goes to... You're in the main event, pal. And the final slot goes to Admin, who's already there. Brilliant. And there we go, everybody. Can Steven Seagal do it again? That's the question. Are you guys ready? The Vent Pervert Spider Pants are going to have a chat. They might have a match. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't. Spider Pants might just not answer. It's difficult to say. I hope we hear the music. We might not hear the music. I don't know. Let me get my music ready. Yes. Okay. Let's bloody do this. I want Batman to win this promo. If this becomes a match, we will start a prediction. But until then, we shall wait. What does the Vent Pervert have on his mind? Former BENXT Wide Champion, the Vent Pervert. Butterfield Champion, sorry. Last week, Spider-Pants attacked me before the match even begun. So if you're back there, Spider-Pants, I want you out here right now so we can settle this like Vent Perverts. He's answered. Good to see you, Vent Pervert. Didn't think that you'd be brave enough to come out here tonight after I kicked your ass last week before the match. You can even fight me. Yeah, well, if you're so tough, then why don't you fight me in one-on-one in a no-holds-barred match? There's a lot of syllables to that, apparently. He's shaking his head. A no-holds-barred match. Still saying no-holds-barred match. No, Spider-Pants, don't do it! Screw your match, I'm out. Oh, no! Spider-Pants is like, nah. Got to be on the front page of Twitch on Monday, I'm busy. Oh, rubbish! Ah! No Vents band match. Terrible outcome there. Brilliant. Well, no match tonight. But what we do have is a fatal four-way with Piss Stratus of the Undisputed Era, ECW legend Violent Beauregard, American Idol legend Beggy Mops, and member of the Piss family, Alexa Piss. So there were no winners there. Even we were losers. Everyone was a loser. But it's fatal four-way time. So I hope you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Just got a bit confused by my music. Okay, we're good to go. Let's do it. This will be the main event of this stream, everybody, so bet big. We'll be back next Wednesday with another edition of BENXT, of course. Piss it down!
It's a fatal four-way match. Making our way to the ring, representing the Union from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Here's Steven!
This one for bragging rights. God knows how long this thing could last. It'll be good, though. It'll be good. Piss Stratus representing the undisputed era is here. And now it's time for the ECW legend herself, Violent Beauregard.
And her opponents, first from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 252 pounds, Violent
BBL. Here she comes. Unstoppable. Ben, here's an idea. Violent Beauregard forms a group with a bunch of mid and undercard ECW people like Jack Victory, Little Guido, Balls Mahoney, Kimona, Wanalaya, and the like. Just a thought, as it would be marvellous to see. It would. But, again, as with the cartoon character suggestion earlier, to a degree, we've got to keep it in the TripleJump Vidiots, the worst games ever, confused dude, cinematic universe. Violent Beauregard, a proud member of that universe. God, the music's getting louder, isn't it? BBL, Violent Beauregard is here. Du, 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 du. And here comes the American Idol legend. The PCU. Come on, you could say the PC. It'd be great. The WGE VTT JCDCU. Yes, thank you, Trailing Badger. That's great.
from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 245 pounds,
The Superstar. Beggy Mops. Looking buff tonight. Looking confident. Main event time. Did we ever get around to that third piss stable with the Pusos and whoever else was in there? No, we didn't. There were some brilliant suggestions. But we've got so many toilet stables. I've written them all down. Never say never. At some point, maybe. I've got them all noted down, though. And the final participant in this match, representing another urine-based stable, the original, the best. Hi, Pippa.
and representing the family from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Pierce.
Pippa, Alexa Piss is here. Pippa, Alexa Piss is here. Oi. What are you doing down there? Come say hi. No? She's not interested. Alexa Piss is here. And she's ready for action in our main event. And Pippa has now jumped up. And I think she's about to walk away. You staying? You sticking around for the main event? Sticking around? We're going to do it. Here we go. Fatal four-way action. Four of our hungriest superstars don't get a lot of TV time. But they're ready to rock and roll to conclude this evening's stream. Aren't they, Pippa? Yes. You were successful. You were a winner. You were a winner. And here we go. Violent Beauregard getting stuck, running against the ropes. Beggy Mops planting Piss Stratus, and out goes Alexa Piss, and immediately Beggy Mops turns his attention to Violent Beauregard, the ECW legend. Beggy Mops looking kind of tall, actually. Not what I was expecting at all. Violent Beauregard now. Whoa! Connecting with the kick on the other way round. Oh, and a chair. There is no count out, you'll be pleased to know, and there is no disqualification in a fatal four-way, so we're all good. Maybe for Season 3 when Pevolution gets a shake-up. Hey, Let's say yes. Let's say yes to that. Although hopefully it'll be a while before we have to do Season 3, because the sorting of Season 2 took a long time. Pistratus to the top rope. Violent Beauregard sends Pistratus down. And into the cover. Everyone else completely out of commission here. Oh, kick out before even the count of one. Charling Badger, thank you so much. Predictions, Pistratus 18%, Violent Beauregard 21, Beggy Mops 36, and Alexa Piss 25. Ooh, the assisted backbreaker off the ropes as Violent Beauregard drops Pistratus. And it's just Beggy Mops and Pistratus now. Violent Beauregard's retrieved herself as Sledgehammer manages to take down Pistratus. Meanwhile, in the ring, Beggy Mops might be about to steal it while no one's paying attention. Not quite. Only a 2 count. Alexa Piss is the most damaged member of this match. BBL, says Beggy Mops, completely ignoring the fact that... Oh, sorry, Violent Beauregard. Oh, my God. Completely ignoring the fact that Beggy Mops is absolutely controlling traffic inside the ring. Alexa Piss now, though, looking to take him down a peg. Backbreaker. In the meantime, the blue bully, Violent Beauregard, was doing some stretches and has now turned her attention to Beggy Mops. And the two women fighting inside the ring are Alexa Piss and Pistratus. Rival Piss families here. Snap suplex from Pistratus. Alexa Piss connects, and then an arm drag. Down goes Pistratus. Oh, missed with that. That's a costly mistake. And in comes Violent Beauregard. Neckbreaker from Pistratus. Violent Beauregard monkey flip. Into the cover. Violent Beauregard looking to win this thing. Only a 1 count. As both Beggy Mops and Alexa Piss make their way back into the ring. Big boot from Violent Beauregard. He manages to stop Beggy Mops in his tracks and take him out. The blue bully dropped though with a super kick from Pistratus. Beggy Mops definitely needs to be shrunk. Beggy Mops is too tall and it's sort of upsetting me a bit. I'm going to put that on my patch notes. Shrink Beggy Mops. He's too big. I don't like it. Pistratus. Oh God! And a kendo stick just lobbed by the blue bully there. Who now turns her attention back to Beggy Mops, who is playing possum, and kicks her in the back of the thigh. Drop kick. Pistratus into the cover, broken up. Shrink versus shave is things that can be done to people. Oh my God, imagine. Imagine if a tall wrestler does something to upset management and they get shrunk. Oh no! Sister Pissigale there, and no one seems to have noticed that Beggy Mops is in trouble. Blue Bully does, but it was too late. Goodbye, Pippa. Thanks for coming. And Beggy Mops rolls to the outside as the Blue Bully is taken out by a running bulldog, courtesy of Pistratus. And now it's the battle of the pisses, or I say that, but Pistratus has rolled out into the cover quickly. Referee is there. Is Violent Beauregard going to be the victim of this match? No. 1 count. 1 count. No, don't shrink him. It's great. He's a giant freak. Well, since you said that so nicely. Knee drop across the wrist of Violent Beauregard on the outside. Pistratus and Beggy Mops facing off. And Pistratus is feeling confident. Oh, and Violent Beauregard's taking down Alexa Piss. Pistratus there just in the nick of time. That would have been it, I think. Violent Beauregard, though, does have a finisher, and we do know what Violent Beauregard's finisher is. The 5-star frog splash, of course. Beggy Mops connecting with the straw. Oh, and an eye poke from Beggy Mops. That's not very superstar. DJ, here we go. Up on the shoulders, Pistratus escapes, boot to the midsection. DDT. Oh my God, that DDT nearly turned him inside out. Kendo stick from Violent Beauregard finding its mark. And against all odds, Alexa Piss, the most damaged person in this match, is the only person stood up. Everybody else has a finisher. She's the only one without. And Alexa Piss, knee first. But there's Beggy Mops, who's only too happy to take advantage of the situation. Beggy Mops, oh God, that wasn't where he was going, but he caught Violent Beauregard. Alexa Piss now has come to, misses and gets clocked in the head. for her troubles. No one's around. It might be a victory for Beggy Mops. No one's there to break it up, but Alexa Piss still has enough wherewithal to kick out of that pin. Beggy Mops sent over the top rope. Violent Beauregard flies in with a bulldog and trying to take the big man off the apron. Beggy Mops fires back in. Decides to go. Oh, what's Violent Beauregard looking for here? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. The Gotch style pile driver. And the referee should be counting this pin. Has taken way too long. That is not fair to Violent Beauregard. That was a gold-plated opportunity to win this match. DDT from Violent Beauregard, who turns her attention now back to Alexa Piss. Alexa Piss, though, able to counter. Grabs a handful of that multicoloured hair and slams the blue bully back down. Beggy Mops, though. Oh, look at that. Impressive from the big man. And, oh, flatliner. Twisting and right in front of Piss Stratus, who's obviously going to break that up immediately. Goes out the way, does Beggy Mops, looking to connect now with Piss Stratus. Piss Stratus sent into Violent Beauregard, who was on the floor. Oh, and a massive kick to the face of Beggy Mops. And Alexa Piss, can she get there to break it up in time? There's a lot of bodies in the way. She does. And Violent Beauregard beginning the very long, slow roll to the outside so she can catch her breath. The two Piss factions now going at it. Shoulder breaker from Piss Stratus. Beggy Mops is still down. Violent Beauregard, knee to the spine and trying to take Piss Stratus. Oh no! Taken down by both of these competitors here. Forearm from Alexa Piss, who once again is the only person stood up in this match. It's all about opportunity at this point. Anybody could lose this match at any time. Face first goes Alexa Piss. Beggy Mops has his eyes set. What's he doing? Oh no, but he's taken too long and he's been interrupted by Violent Beauregard. And it's all a bit confusing now. Who's going for who? Piss Stratus trying to do something with Beggy Mops, who's able to power out. Big right hand spins Piss Stratus around. Oh! And there was we've got a double pin here, potentially. No! Oh, goodness me. That would have been a difficult one to tell the difference between. Violent Beauregard hit the 5-star frog splash in the background. There's Rolling Thunder from Violent Beauregard into the cover. Beggy Mops is taunting. Oh, but it was a short taunt, so he was able to snap out of it and break it up. And a leaping famouser from Beggy Mops. I get it, because he's a superstar. Oh, all right, Beggy Mops, Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right, and the power pose. Yeah, you've been eating your protein. We're all very proud of you. Violent Beauregard now. Double underhook. Oh, but a counter from Beggy Mops, who spins out. Clothesline. And there's Piss Stratus with a kendo stick, but too slow as Beggy Mops now lifts her up and slams her down. Beggy Mops on fire here. He sees Violent Beauregard slingshotting back into the ring, but has been caught off guard. Could be going for another Gotch-style sit-out pile driver. No one's around. No, there is someone around. The match saved again by Alexa Piss here. And Alexa Piss, DDT. And there's Piss Stratus. Everyone's down. This could be Piss Stratus' moment. Beggy Mops, though, getting back to his feet. The tricky thing about multi-person matches, you need to wait for the prime chance to get your victory, because it could be broken up at any moment. Side rush and leg sweep. Piss Stratus now picks up Alexa Piss. Oh, and a massive kick to the face, and that could be it. Piss Stratus could be bringing home the victory for the Undisputed Era. Nobody else is up. Nobody else is around. And she's done it. Piss Stratus steals one. Just as the other two participants in this match were getting back to their feet, Piss Stratus connecting with that massive piss kick. And she is the victor in this brilliant fatal four-way match. And it's at the expense of the Piss family as well. The piss-on-piss violence, the feud continues. And Seth Pissin Rollins is smiling over on Monday Night Babs. Big win here tonight for Piss Stratus. Put my money on the wrong Piss. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Big win Big win for Piss Stratus. Now, of course, that means that on next week's stream, we will be starting off with a championship match. Steven Seagull defending against Bobby Babalooni, Biscuit Pudding, Pippa Funnel Connor, and Admin. But that's next week. We have still got streams to come this week. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 11 a.m, continuing the adventures of Spider Pants, and a little bonus stream, a little cheeky bonus stream on Friday morning, opening some card packs in the new Pokemon trading card game pack set that is releasing tomorrow, but I'm streaming Spider-Man, so we'll get to that later. A massive thank you, all of you, for coming along and tuning in to this stream and to last night's stream. I appreciate you all. I really hope you've had a nice time. We're going to raid buddy games, as is tradition. Go send them some love. And I really hope to see as many of you tomorrow morning as possible that want to come and hang out with Spider-Man in his pants. And remember, front page Spider Pants on Monday. Yeah? 11 a.m. Come hang out. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. If you're in Europe, drink some bloody water and stay cool. And I'll see the rest of you tomorrow. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye!